Good morning. Hey, Rob, how you doing? Hang on 1 second. Let's just rock the jizzo shit, you know what I'm saying? Morning, Mary. How you doing? I was just sitting here laying in bed today. Trying to grill master. Yeah, I wasn't such a good grilling day. I'll tell you a part that I didn't leave that I left out of the grilling. You know, I had two big things of salmon, one frozen and one not frozen. And I had a rocking chair out there, a wooden rocking chair that just anything you leave out down here, it'll wreck it in about a year. It'll take the finish off a table, you name it, just between the heat, the humidity, the constant moisture, that kind of thing, crazy heat in the summer. Anyway, the chair fell apart, so I threw it away about a week ago. Hey, Marcia, how you doing? I threw the chair about a week ago. So I didn't have anything to sit down on or sit anything on because the table's kind of long to the smoker. So the first thing of salmon I had out there, that was grilling. That wasn't really smoking. Yeah, I did use wood and all that, but it really wasn't what you'd be called smoky anyway. I dumped that whole thing of salmon on the ground, whole fucking thing. No shit. I had it on a cutting board with aluminum foil, and the whole goddamn thing slid off into the ground. No shit. And you may say to yourself, hey, Donick, how you doing? You may say to yourself, well, what did you do with it? I'll tell you what I did with it. I made sure Marty didn't get a piece of it. And I just finished cooking it, and I'm going to eat it. Fuck it. I mean, it's mostly grass out there. I'm not throwing away a bunch of salmon because of a little dirt. And I'd already had it seasoned. It's like, fuck. I'll have to be more careful next time. Yeah, I know. I'm eating it anyway, though. Fuck it. It'd be like starving. You're at home. You go get a pizza, falls off the counter, hits the floor. Fuck it, I'm eating that too. Yeah, I can't wait to have you over for dinner. Yeah, the whole fucking thing hit the ground. So goddamn pissed. Hey, this morning I had a revelation when I got up. This is what my take on life is. I've realized today, well, I knew this anyway, but I was laying in bed. I wasn't even going to do a chat, tell you the truth. I got 9,000 things I've been putting off. I realized that life is just a trick. Yeah, it really is. It is if you look at the difference between, forget the Jesus thing and the difference between humans and animals and all that bullshit. But I look at this like Mother Nature stuff. I like watching that. I just think I like it because it's so different from humans. I mean, there's more than that. I just like seeing them crawl around, fly around, and all that stuff. I really do. And I think it's the same reason that I've always liked to drive a lot. And I think it's tied into attention deficit disorder too. And I realized today that everything's just a fucking shell and a pea game, and that happiness is fleeting. And it's just one of these aberrations in thought. You see these vultures, and I see these deer, and all these spring peepers coming out, and all this stuff. This is just a regimented, simple life. They don't sit around and dwell on all the stupid bullshit human beings do. They just live their life. I've read a lot, and I don't know any more about it now than I did when I started. Consciousness. What is it? What causes it? How does our consciousness differ from other animals? We're aware of our impending death. Maybe that, hey, Larry, maybe they're not, that kind of thing. But anyway, from a human perspective, you look at all the bullshit when you're having good times. Well, do you want to be a scarecrow or a black vulture or a turkey vulture? Probably not. But during the bad times, it's like, yeah, I think it'd be a great idea. You don't know any better. You're not constantly chasing this moving train of bullshit. So then you get out into this world, and everything's like, the stage is set when you get there. As you come into this world, you had a mom and a dad. Well, maybe not in this day and age. You had two guys. One turned into your mom and a surrogate mother. Fuck, who knows? I'm talking about going back now in time now, right? Then you come out and everything's set to like husband and wife. You're supposed to get good grades, but that doesn't really bode well depending on how you came into the world. So you can come into like great parents and do really well, come into great parents and be a fuck up, have fucked up parents and you're fucked up too. And it's this whole mishmash. And I've realized that nobody comes into this place as a human. And I think that's what draws us to the news, because you're always wondering what everybody else is doing out there. And, you look around and you see them do some crazy shit. I think that's why even 25-year-old reruns of Forensic Files do so well, because you're seeing people fuck up worse than you did. You can be totally satisfied. You're always going to get by. I've done it my whole fucking life. And I know that's why when I'm not really joking about it. I figure I got about another 10, 15 years left. That's a fucking enough, man. I'm surprised I lived this long, to tell you the truth. And you just get tired of putting up with the bullshit, because by the time you get this age, you realize what's coming. And it's the same bullshit. It isn't like if I live till 90 years old or 100 years old, I'm going to suddenly see the light and the world's going to get a lot better. The world is fucking fucked up right now. Worse than ever. And I think part of it is I'm circling back to, it's the illusion isn't what it used to be. We're not even getting tricked at the beginning like we used to. You talk to young people now, they know that minus a miracle, that they're just going to be slaving away to some fucking job they're never going to experience, owning a bunch of material shit, which doesn't mean anything, by the way, after you get it. Like I was saying the other day, I've learned this through living. I came from a couple of drunks, cheap dad, never spent any money, dumpy house. And I remember thinking, wow, when I get a good house, or I get a nice car, I'm going to have a nice girlfriend. I've had this happen probably 2 or 3 times in my life. I got so fucking lucky on that detective agency shit. I'm telling you, fucking guys, I can't emphasize it enough. It was just pure shit luck, man. Just timing, got in. I got lucky with the company. Couldn't happen again in a million years. I'm a lazy motherfucker, moody. Lucky I'm not homeless or in prison someplace. So it's not some smart, great investor here. I just got fucking lucky. And then I had a lot of nice shit at a young age. And honestly, I never worked hard either. That's another fucking myth. And before you know it, that detective agency was fucking just printing fucking money, and I wasn't even going to work. I was overpaying everybody. I didn't think I was overpaying them because it kept me from being there. They thought they had a good deal. I thought I had a good deal. Fuck, it just went on. I got fucking tired of that. Thought, well, I'll just sell this place and I'll move to Florida. And then you think, oh, wow, I'm only like 36. I'm moving down to Florida. bought 20 acres, built a bed and breakfast, rehabbed another home, and for 3 years bred tropical birds and dromedary camels. And then the same bullshit that you guys are thinking sneaks into your fucking brain. It's like, well, yeah, I got a nice wife. I got all this shit. I had an airplane down there. I got all this shit, but I'm not really that happy now. I was for a while, but I'm not anymore. So what was I doing? Going back to Michigan all the time, even though I was living in Florida. Why? Because like I've done here, I've done everywhere that I've gone. I have my favorite places I go. And my favorite thing in life is just fucking off. It's going to this coffee shop and this bookstore, telling Sally she's got big tits, and Marjorie, hope her cancer gets better, and Johnny, don't worry, hang in there. I'm lying to him too. Things are going to get better. Well, maybe things are not going to get better. You see what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, fucked up in some way, but it really isn't fucked up, because you really can't define it as that when what's fucked up is this bullshit standard that they set up for us when we were born. It was all lies. It was Thanksgiving, the Tooth Fairy, Santa Claus. Your parents loved each other. They had your best interest. Cops were good. Teachers were good. The world was good. We fought for apple pie and General Motors. General Motors is virtually out of business now. Look at all the big box stores when you were younger. Did you ever think Kmart would go flat out fucking bankrupt and Sears would be out of business? The big three with regard to the auto industry is the small two now. They're fucking nothing. As it turns out, there's a lot of places in this world that we knew existed, but we didn't know they were smarter than us. And I hate to even say this, in the expense of sounding like a fucking liberal, communism isn't looking so bad when it comes to an economy. If you look at the struggling people in their early 20s and early 30s now in China, they're fucking killing it. So our sales pitch on communism, I'm not suggesting it's a good idea, and it isn't that I'm not satisfied with being America. Being American, I love being an American, with an asterisk. I mean, the world's fucking nuts. Look at this clown show we're putting up with now. Yeah, it's not achievable, but it's unachievable because it never really existed. It was all a bunch of fucking bullshit. You know, you're getting into this shit and this fucking sexual attraction shit too. If you look at the difference between animals that do it for breeding purposes and humans that do it for recreation, it drives the goddamn world. I'm telling you, if it wasn't for sexual attraction, I mean, it's hard to imagine your parents fucking, but as you know, if you stand in front of the mirror, I can guarantee it. That's what draws everybody in. And sometimes I think, like today, I'm thinking that if you're not a person that's considered attracted to the opposite sex, you may end up with some kind of advantage that you're unaware of. And as you get older and smarter and you look back at all these people that had what you thought you liked, you realize that it's all a big fucking sham. It's all a bunch of fucking bullshit. All these horse shit fucking shows on TV. Dr. Marcus, Dr. Welby, Bewitched. Fuck. I feel like watching them now. I'd like to stick my head in the sand again. Oh, do you, Marcia? Yeah, today's gonna get 86, I think they said. So it's starting to warm up here. But I've learned this myself that and it's an individual thing too. You're gonna run into people like that just seem to have a gift for appreciating everything. I think I appreciate a lot of things. I do. I appreciate a good friendship, although I don't like hanging around with people. I appreciate Mother Nature. But I think I'm at the end of my fucking road. You know, I got damn near off myself a couple of times about 8 years ago. And this is really fucked up. And sometimes I look back and I think, what if, right? Now, you could say things have improved. And that's true from an individual standpoint. But from a big picture standpoint, it's still the same old bullshit with, you know, these crazy fucking economy. Oh, yeah, you guys get good rain down there. We get good rain here, too. I just think like today, you know, I think that's why you're not necessarily the best judgment of why you do what you do. People that have affairs, fuck, I know why they have affairs. Should you try and not have an affair? Yeah, you should try not to. It's one thing that came out of being in a nut house, really the whole month of June coming up 8 years ago, or maybe it was 9. So when you're in a mental hospital, you have a lot of time to think. There's nothing else to do. Your whole day revolves around not exactly where you thought you'd be at that age to breakfast, lunch, and dinner. There's nothing else to do. You can play tic-tac-toe and fucking color books and find where your feelings are and all that horseshit. But by and large, you're put in this place because, society thinks that, this is just where you should be. There's two ways of looking at it. You're in danger to yourself or you're in danger to other people. And while you're there, nobody stands up in front of the class and says, God, I finally made it. I'm in a mental hospital. Wow, this is really a pinnacle of life. Now, I didn't really give a fuck that much at the time because I was older. So it wasn't going to cost me a job or I wasn't going to be able to date my favorite girlfriend. So with me, it was kind of last ditch attempt. It's like, well, I might as well go for it now. And one good thing, or several good things that came out of that was that I quit collecting things. And I just decided to just live a straight life. And what I mean by that is, no, don't tell lies. I do tell lies now, but not lies where there's a motivation to fuck you out of something. If I have a girl that is 300 pounds overweight and asks me if she looks good in a dress, I'm going to tell her she does. That's a lie. That's an example. So, but as far as being straight and giving false information, and I have lived my life since then like somebody was watching the whole time. I'm talking about the whole 9 yards. And I give religion credit for this because in the Bible they say, with knowledge comes accountability. And I agree with that. When you know better, I don't need to pray to some imaginary person in the sky. I know it's fucked up and that's good enough for me. And I am not going to do anything illegal. I'm not doing anything morally bad. I do watch a lot of porn, but I don't consider that morally bad. I mean, is it the mentally healthiest thing in the world? Probably not. What the fuck is? Neither is smoking or anything else. I mean, there's a bunch of shit you do to who really knows why. You know what I mean? Who really knows why you do what you do? I've theorized on my porn addiction. I mean, I think it's a legitimate addiction. I do. I mean, I don't need to read about it in a book. And I got a guess on it. I think what happened is, I think the way I came into this world with my parents, I had a bunch of abusive teachers too. I'd like to kill a couple of those motherfuckers now, but they're already dead. We're real fucking assholes, man. And I just came into this world detached. But, I like pretty girls, and that keeps bringing you back to the party. And I think that just, I don't want to say ruined. I think that headed me down another path that I was fine with. And there have been instances, and don't think that there isn't 1% of me that thinks that I haven't missed out on something. I mean, in a fucked up way. I see people. I had an hour and a half conversation with a 30-year-old preacher the other day in a coffee shop. And I let him know right out of the fucking chute, I'm not a believer. And we proceeded to talk about a lot of things. And he's got an assistant pastor. And he actually invited me to come over there. He wanted to know if I'd put his assistant pastor through the ringer because he thought that I spent a lot of time reading about this. And I've had friends that were men of the cloth put his assistant pastor through the ringer with regard to doubting your faith and having good questions that'll never be answered. I had about 500 questions for him that he couldn't answer. which was my bottom line reason for not being a believer, including the earth, how old it is, dinosaurs, the timeline, the flood, immaculate conception, walking on water, burning bushes. We could go on forever. But we had this is a perfect example how you can have a nice discussion. He even invited me to come over there and talk to his assistant pastor to put him through the ringer with regard to solidifying or defending your ideas on what made you become a preacher. It was fun. As a matter of fact, I just ordered 2 books yesterday in the New Testament. New information and philosophies on the New Testament. A couple of the letters. It's interesting because if you ever read the Gnostic letters, Gnostic, those letters don't paint Jesus in a very favorable light. Anyway, bottom line on it was we had a good, interesting, non-argumentative chat. It's fun. It's possible. So today I sit here and I think, fuck, man. I'm just in neutral all the time, be honest with you. I fuck around with these goddamn. I think my YouTube, nobody watches my YouTube videos anyway, which I'm fine with, but I think the sun and the moon and this animals, not some, fucking going back 10,000 years, my inner spirit, magnetism, fucking horse shit. It's just look at this fucking moon and it keeps me thinking fucked up. And I just think, God, this is so fucking, this motherfucker is just spinning around like this, the Earth, synchronous orbit. And it's one of the few things that have been consistent my whole life other than like maybe breathing. The motherfucker is always there. And in this fucked up world with politics, and wars, crazy shit, nutty liberals, at least I got the moon and the sun. And we'd be a much different place without either one. And you can read all the physics you want, go to lectures, read books, take a class on it. I was a stupid ass. I took a summer class one time. I took 2 summer classes to try and get out of that fucking place. I barely got into college and I barely got out. And I'm kind of that way now. I've been that way the whole time. Other than like, I'm not going to bullshit you about that detective agency shit. I know how fucking lucky it was. Or that kind of paved the way for my whole life of fucking around, to be honest with you. And I should have 10 times more shit than I do. But anyway, I took this astronomy. I barely passed that motherfucker. That was more goddamn homework and fucking time spent on that son of a bitch. We used to get these quizzes on what time it was at what planet during what part of the year. Motherfucker, man. It was hard. So I think that like my life is just a big distraction that I'm always distracting myself with. Like today, I get thinking about this fucking shit that I come on here. Like normally I just hit the road because you got to be paying attention, not like obsessively, but you're looking where the other traffic is and all this shit, and your mind's remembering how to get there, and you're getting coffees and that kind of shit. And today I just thought about it a little more than I normally do. I've been on every goddamn fucking antidepressant they've made. I'm not on any now. I don't think, honestly, I think I do have an autoimmune disease. I do. But I gotta, there's some things that I know what my strengths are. And I know what my weaknesses are. And I think I'm a real pussy when it comes to like physical confrontation. That's a strength. I'm just like that. I don't know why. It's like a fucking aggressive motherfucker, just like that. No qualms. I didn't practice to get there. I'm just like that. I think it's just negative rage, really. But I have no problem with shit like that. But other shit, like today, my joints are achy. I'm kind of a pussy. Like I'm thinking about it all the time. Like, oh, my fucking joints and shit. Sore. I'm getting older, What do I got to take? A pill? And it's this fucking shit. Oh, yeah, it works. It also gives you a square forehead like Sylvester Stallone has, who's been caught twice with it illegally. I think I'm a pussy when it comes to pain and like things not being how I want them to be. Like I fold quick. Like not flying airplanes and getting in bad weather or shit like that, or panicking when I hit fucking ice on the road. Nothing like that. But with regard to like myself and like overcoming obstacles, you know what I mean? Yeah, overcoming obstacles. I think I'm a real fucking pussy. I think there's fucking 70-pound librarian women that are 90 that are tougher than I am. Yeah, just do it. I don't think I'm going to do a lot about it. I'm the biggest fucking pussy, like at a dentist or something. They say redheads are like that. I don't know if it's got much to do with that, but I am. And like if I was shipwrecked, I'd probably just kill myself after about the third day. Rather than you'd see like, one of these motherfuckers paddling around out there in an inner tube 6 months later. That ain't me. No fucking way. And they sift the fucking salt water through their underwear and drink it and catch fucking fish with a bunch of pubic hairs tied together. And a toenail is the hook. Fuck that. And by this stage of the game, you get a pretty good idea of what you're like. Like I said, I know my strong points and I know my weak points. And as I've mentioned this before, I could dig one out. I have it here someplace. There's books written on this. And I believe this 100%. Now listen up here. Everybody's got something you just fucking hate doing, okay? Whether it's house cleaning, grass cutting, laundry. This is the bottom line. You don't want to pay for it. Nobody does. But when you consider how much you hate it and how much that occupies your mind, you're better off farming out the things that you don't like to do that you're never going to get better at and sticking all your energy into what you're best at. Like you, Rob, as an example. I'm not saying this is true, but you're good at getting along with people. You're good at fitting in and putting out fires and fixing all this shit. You're never hitting the panic button, but you might hate cutting grass. You might hate doing laundry. You should just, I'm not saying you should, but this is what data shows. You should just pay to have those things done and concentrate on what you're good at, because the money and the time you spend dwelling on things and disliking doing them isn't worth what it costs you to get better at what you're already good at. Hey, Mark, how you doing? It's something to consider. Now, look, I struggle with it too, but it's fucking true. Because you just think, God, I'm a single guy, I got laundry. I don't mind doing laundry. Actually, I like doing laundry, believe it or not. Why? It's one of the few fucking things that I finish from beginning to end without getting interrupted. Things like this. Like, I'm reluctant to use the word better. But who the fuck doesn't want to feel like, who the fuck doesn't want to feel like better? You know what I mean? Would you rather get a blowjob or have your fucking thumb crushed with a ball peen hammer? I mean, goddamn. And it doesn't bother me too much because, honest to God, my true happiness, I mean, this shit really deep down in your fucking mind, my true happiness is that I'm going to die soon. I swear to God. Yeah. Yeah, it really is, man. I got about 10 or 15 years of this fucking bullshit. Now, it is good. And I know it sounds crazy, a paradox, and I'm enjoying this good as I can, best I can. But, man, just to be able to escape this motherfucker. God, this goddamn fucked up world. And I think a part of that comes from is like, you just did everything, man. I've fucking done this shit. I will give myself an A+ for this too. I would think about shit like this and I'd just pull the trigger. Either I'm leaving my wife, I'm moving, I'm starting a new company. It's my whole fucking life. Now you could go to a shrink and he could say, hey, you just can't like sit down, look at the long haul. Fuck the long haul. I don't like it. I was never a guy, where I came from, like a suburb of Detroit, the whole fucking neighborhood was blue collar. Those motherfuckers would look at their watch. Oh yeah. In fucking 29 years, 8 days, 15 hours and 9 minutes, I'm going to be able to retire. I'd think to myself, even as a young guy, it's like, you stupid motherfucker, you could get killed in a car accident tomorrow. Life doesn't work that way. It was just loaded with them, the whole neighborhood. I mean, these guys would talk about getting double time like they were fucking Miss America. That's how much it meant to them. I hated all that shit. I hated schoolwork. I didn't want to be a plumber. I didn't want to be a carpenter. I didn't want to be a bump and paint guy. I didn't know what the fuck I was going to do. No shit. Yeah, I still think I like starting another business. You know why? I'll tell you why. Just to be able to do a good job for somebody. I'm not kidding you. Oh, cleaning bathrooms? Yeah. You know, when you do it, wear a mask when you use those aerosol sprays. You know, my wife was a fanatic about that shit, even though it wasn't super popular at the time, like smells and odors and plastic and all that shit. And I just used to call her a dingbat. But looking back now, she was ahead of her time. As it turns out, and this is the thing, like with certain type cancers and all this shit, it's how you unlock the combination of what happens. People always tend to think that cancer comes from somewhere. Well, it's already in you, your cells, okay? There are things that exacerbate it and initiate that unlocking of that code for rogue cells to proliferate, but it's already there. But there are things that trigger autoimmune diseases, and nobody really knows what it is. It's a fucking guessing game. But it could it be an aerosol cleaner you use? Fuck yeah. Could it be filling up locomotive trains with diesel fuel and inhaling? Yeah, it could be. An example. You could work in an asbestos plant. I had a grandfather did. He said it looked like a fucking snowstorm every day of the week. Nobody wore a mask, nothing. About 20% of those guys died of lung cancer. The other 80% didn't. And in my grandfather's case, he smoked too. Why didn't he get cancer? Didn't meet the combination code. So you never know what it is. There's a certain type AML, cancer, connected to benzene. How do you get benzene? A lot of ways. You can get it through the water. You can get it through soot. A million ways. Lots of people go down to Del Rey, where I used to do the interviews. You'll never run into more 100-year-old people in your life. You might as well live next to a fucking smokestack. Doing fine. Didn't meet the genetic code. You'll get a young doctor doing well, was aware of health, took different classes in epistemology, philosophies. He studied science. He did the right thing. He used common sense, and he ends up getting some weird kind of cancer that they can't figure out how he got it. There's tons of things out there that cause you cancer. For a while, they were trying to suggest that flight attendants and airline pilots, because of excessive UV exposure at 40,000 feet for 30 years of flying, caused cancer, but it was eventually ended up debunked. But you got to admit, there's much more exposure that way than there is if you'd have been on the ground. Another weird one, they say vitamin D, you need sunlight. Well, then if the connection is that solid with vitamin D and sunlight, why are there so many older people in Florida, of all places, low on vitamin D? Yeah, fucking explain that to me. You just don't know. They don't, man. I mean, you try to put it together as good as you can, but I'm just glad I don't have it. Cancer, that fucking sucks, man. And I do, part of the way I think is, I give fucking $20 for breast cancer. I mean, nobody wants to see anybody suffer, right? But this notion that you're going to cure breast cancer, you're out of your fucking mind. Uterine cancer, prostate cancer, lung cancer, eye cancer, brain cancer, it ain't fucking happening. Those combinations will mutate into a different kind of cancer that we know now. Now, they have done great jobs with certain cancers. Childhood leukemia is an example. If you look at the death rate now and the survivability compared to 20 years ago, it's like night and fucking day. They've come a long way with breast cancer. They've even come a long way with lung and pancreatic cancer. But cancer is a part of living. It's part of the life cycle. There's an epidemiologist that I know. Her husband owns the bagel shop that I go to in Athens. Smart Chinese girl. grew up in Athens. Parents were professors. And I quiz the fuck out of her every time I can. And her project now is doing studies on the new flu vaccine. And it's so weird. These diseases out there are always ahead of the game. They're always ahead of the virus. These viruses are always ahead of the inoculations they've come up with. Isn't that interesting? It's like somebody's watching and telling these viruses, hey, you got to mutate so this medication doesn't work. And that hope for the Christians out there, pray that this doesn't happen to you. What can happen with people, Jimmy Buffett's a perfect example. He got Merkel cell cancer. It's a small oval shaped cell that's in the top of your skin. He didn't get melanoma, which you would have expected considering his job and where he was most of the time. He got Merkel cell, which I'll bet you, and I asked a doctor about this and he agreed with me, but he said, you're never going to read an article on it, was probably misdiagnosed for years. It's not like that now. They got a new test for that. Merkel cell cancer. Look at it. And what ends up happening is you become resistant to all medications. No matter what they try, it doesn't work. And that's what happened to Jimmy Buffett. Eventually, they had tried everything that they had, and you just can't slow it down. You're fucked. It starts affecting other organs. But he led a good life. Had a bunch of great shit. I see his poor widow now is struggling with the fucking guy that was their financial manager. He probably siphoned off fucking $50 million for himself. You can't trust people anymore. They justify. He'll think, well, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have made all. You justify shit. Yeah, before it comes out, it's ready to. But it's better than nothing in a big way. Better than nothing in a big way. Let me fill up my coffee. Yeah, better than nothing in a big way, for sure. Yeah, so who fucking knows, man? You know what I mean? I think this is all what I've talked about this morning, and what I talk about a lot of times. I think all this shit intermingles with my interest in interviewing prostitutes. It's all tied together. And actually, although it sounds crazy, I think I had a lot in common with them. With regard to how they came into this world and how it affected them and how they couldn't get the fuck out of there. Mine just had a little different take. It was the same methodology in the behavior, just a different result. I know that sounds fucking nuts, but that's what I think. And I am sympathetic to that. Does it do any good? Fuck no. Does it mean a flying fuck that I want the best for them? Absolutely not. Did I do anything to help them? Not really. Now, that's a whole nother fucking personality. Good morning, sunshine.
Oh, God. It's funny you said that. My dad used to always say that to me. Good morning, sunshine. Oh, my God. Good morning.
That's sweet of him.
Oh, I know. Yep, I remember.
You'll know this, too. That had a lot of significance to you. You still think about it.
Oh, yeah. Every time I hear it, yep.
Yeah. And then you realize, like I do, how much times went by and how that's never coming back.
Oh, God, I know it.
And you appreciate it more now than you did when he said it then.
Oh, yeah. I used to be all grouchy and shit in the morning.
Yeah, because you never expected it to end. You knew it was coming, but it sneaks up on you. It's subtle.
Oh, I know. I used to think he'd say it to piss me off.
Yeah.
I know it. Yeah, he probably did. He was a smart ass.
But it doesn't piss you off now when you go back and think about it.
No, not at all.
That's exactly it. This is it. These are all the things that I, try and digest on. If we just were told the information straighter at an early part of our life, we'd suffer a lot less from our beliefs that things could or should have been better when they weren't. Our problems, by and large, are how we were brought into here and set up in a way that we thought it would be, and it was never that to begin with. Therefore, it can only get worse.
Yep.
Life doesn't get better generally; it gets worse.
Yeah, I know it.
That's why dating's so fun when you're 18, 19. You're high, you're going to movies, you like them, they like you. All you can think of is, wow, I really like them. You know, maybe this wouldn't be so bad for 50 years.
Right.
Yeah, doesn't work that way.
No, I know.
Yeah, no, this is how it is. You know, and I say all the time, you know, if you cut the sex thing out of it, the world would be quite a different place.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, can you imagine if it was just old people and no young people coming up? We'd be living in fucking straw huts.
Yeah, I know.
But you got the young out there, they're thinking if they study and they get these degrees and they learn how to build these houses and all this shit, that's what keeps the whole fucking thing going, youth.
Yep, that's for sure.
A big part of it is ignorance.
Yeah.
They don't know any better. They don't know any better. They're too fucking dumb to not just pull the plug back then.
I know it.
Fucking like rabbits and thinking, wow, this adult life is great.
Yeah, right. Ugh.
Yeah. And then you slowly, subtly morph into like getting older and you're just left like with a fucking empty bag.
No, I know it.
You're trying to figure out how it happened. You're trying to piece together what you could have done differently. Well, I can tell you, nothing.
Yeah.
Experience with everybody else. And you look at the people that really got lucky in certain aspects. That's all. That's what it was. Luck.
Mm-hmm.
Counting hard work, but luck's got so much to do with it.
Oh, I know.
My doctor buddy's wife up in Michigan. I mean, she's an attractive woman. Comes from the Upper Peninsula. You know, everybody's their career people working at fucking gas stations and in Dollar General stores, and she's cooking with titanium pans. I tell her that all the time. I said, you know, if you'd have been born fat, you wouldn't be cooking in that titanium pan. And it's fucking true. Her looks, who she met, offered an entirely different lifestyle than like her sister, who's working part-time at a gas station, divorced 2 times, and can't quit smoking.
Right.
This is life, man. It's no different than let's make a deal. Picking doors and hoping they go for you, you know?
Oh, I know it.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's all boring small talk. It's like taking advice. I mean, you might as well just not waste your breath telling a young person because they're never going to see it this way.
Oh, God, I know. And now I'm in that position. Like when I was younger, having older people tell me, I would think they don't know anything.
Yeah, they don't know anything, right?
And now I'm in the same spot, wishing that the young kids would believe me.
Yeah, no, fuck no. Save your breath. Yeah, that's exactly right.
It's funny how that works, Tom.
Yeah, I know. They're because I'll tell you why it works. I know why. Because at that age, the development of their brain isn't there yet. They haven't had it rammed out in their ass enough to give you any credibility.
Oh, I know it. I know because, you know, I tried to tell, you know, Sarah. Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah,
you know,
their brain isn't capable of processing your experience that way.
Yeah.
That's why you see all these people go around to schools, say no to drugs. Yeah. Good luck. It takes a hell of a lot more than putting a sticker on a fucking bumper. Believe me.
Oh, God. I know. I wish I had drugs now.
Absolutely right. Because drugs and alcohol give you the only bite at the apple of not experience in the moment how fucked up your life really is.
Right.
Yeah, whether it's pain, boredom, financial issues, not getting laid, who knows?
Yeah.
No,
I know it.
Single, I mean, I've done it. You've done it. If you're, I mean, I'm not doing it at the moment because I'm trying to lose weight and I was having stomach problems, but I wish I was. If you're drinking makes being alone a lot better.
Yeah.
I sing songs and shit at the top of my.
Oh yeah, if my body could handle drinking, yeah, Tom, I would probably still be drinking myself.
That's the thing. We've lived long enough now that we
Yeah.
can't even enjoy the only thing that led us to happiness at this point in our lives.
Oh, I know it. Because the
Yeah.
side effects now on your body, it's just I can't do it anymore.
You feel half dead when you get up in the morning.
Oh Jesus, I know. Yeah.
When you
I
go
mean,
to your
there are lots of times. You know me, I would love to go to the Mexican restaurant and have some margaritas, but I can't anymore.
No, because the after effects are worse than that short time you did having fun.
Exactly, Tom. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, that's it. Me too.
That's
and then
it.
You go to the doctor. You just got done singing your favorite songs at the top of your lungs, drinking at home, and then you go to the doctor the next day, and he says, "God, Steph, you just got to quit this drink." And it's like, yeah, okay, now you're in a much different environment in a sterile doctor's office, getting this mini lecture about what you shouldn't do. He didn't see the great ass time you were having last night by yourself.
Yeah, I know. Oh God. Oh, and you know what, Tom? Speaking of weight, you know how I've always just bragged I'm like 20 pounds overweight?
Yeah, it's 40.
It's 32 pounds I've gained.
Yeah, no, I believe it.
Oh my God. We were laughing so hard. We were all weighing ourselves, and I was like, what the fuck is this?
No, I had that happen when I went to go to that.
Oh my God!
Weeks. I went to put one of the only pairs of decent pants that I own on to go to that piano concert. The buckle it, and there was about 3 inches of space from the hole in the button. I thought, man, is this a pair of kids' pants?
Well, I was wondering why I've been wearing my pants with the elastic waist.
No. Yeah.
Oh my God, I've been probably saying 20 pounds for years.
Those are the ones that I look for when I get jeans, the ones, the stretchy or whatever they call them.
Yeah, I know.
Easy expand or something. I want the one that can stretch about another 3 inches over the next 5 years.
I know. Now I'm wearing the pants that we used to call old lady pants.
Yeah, you're in trouble with the pants you've been wearing for the last 5 years. You don't need a belt.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and then you think, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, I know. I don't. But
that's the opposite side of drinking. That's the other side of the coin. What are you supposed to just get like a hamster and run on a fucking treadmill for 45 minutes every morning? No.
Yeah, what for?
Yeah, how fucking boring,
I know. I know it.
Big fucking deal. I'd rather drink.
I know. Oh God, I'd rather sit here and drink my coffee and have a smoke.
Yeah, exactly right.
Oh man.
Everything now with human beings boils down to emotion. That's the big difference. Animals do it to survive and to procreate once a year. Humans do what makes you feel good, whether it's buying shit, doing fucked up behavior, getting high, smoking dope, fucking too much, buying too much shit off the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah. It feels good. What would you rather do? Sit and fucking click away and order a bunch of shit that's going to be on your doorstep tomorrow morning, or clean a toilet? I mean, it's a fucking no-brainer.
Oh, that's exactly what I do. I love my Amazon.
Motherfuckers, whoever thought up that fucking extra 5% bonus at the end's a fucking genius, because that causes me to buy all sorts of extra shit.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, it's like a savings account of excessive buying. You know,
Oh
I
yeah,
bought
I know.
shit I didn't need that I'm going to be able to get one more thing for free.
Yeah. Oh, I know. And then I look every day on Amazon for their percentage off
Oh
stuff.
yeah, fuck yeah.
Oh
You
man.
root into the, you know, you pick one more thing and then it's free shipping tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I
No, I
know.
mean,
What is it?
you know, these motherfuckers, they didn't come up with the idea to like make our lives easier. They came up and tapped into our goddamn addictions.
Oh, yeah, I swear that online shopping is an addiction because
Yeah.
when it first came out, I swore I would never do it. And now that's all I do.
Fuck yeah. I mean,
Yep.
no, living where I live, if it wasn't for the internet and Amazon, I'd have killed myself by now.
Oh, yeah, I know it, Tom.
No, this would be the worst place in the world to fucking live.
Oh, I know.
And a lot of that weirdo shit, you know, because of the internet, because of online purchasing, they don't have this shit in the store anyway.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
You go in and try and find some weirdo fucking battery or something. Good luck.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, you go on fucking Amazon, or there's fucking 10,000 of them.
Yep, I know.
It's so cheap that you're getting if you buy two, you get a third one free. And 3 instead of 1 is cheaper than the one you'd get to support the local economy.
Yeah. Yeah. And, you know, and what I mean, you know, of course, the Prime, you know, you pay $17 a month, but it's worth it because when you don't have a car, like the other day, I had none of my, you know, I've been drinking that tea at night too.
Yeah.
And I went on Amazon, ordered a $10 box, and I got it the next day.
Yeah. I mean,
where, you know, if you had a car, you could run up to the store and get it. But the whole point is it's cheaper than maintaining a freaking car for me.
Absolutely right. I mean,
yeah.
You get a can of tuna and some hemorrhoid cream delivered to your door in the morning.
Yeah, I know it. I know. That guy was a genius, man. I'm telling you.
Fuck yeah. You'll even end up buying fucking some shit. You'll go on there. It's like, would you look on Amazon? You don't even think they'd be selling this fucking shit. Then you go on there and there's like, wow. And
yeah,
then
I know.
You're like not sure. And you scroll down to the bottom. It's like people who bought this. Like, I want that too.
Oh yeah, I know. Oh my God, Tom, it's funny you said that. I know that the bundle packages.
Yeah.
They put, okay, you know, you buy this charger. Well, they also bought this adapter. It's like, oh yeah, I want that.
Yeah. It's fun.
Oh God. Oh shit.
Fucking crazy. Here's the Canadian rock stars on Mark Kropka.
Oh, excellent.
He's going to be hitting the road pretty soon.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, he's going to be touring, man. Riding in a bus now. He's come a long way from a house in a little town.
Yeah, I know it.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Yeah. Yeah, no, you're right. Third party, you can get fucked on that, man. That's exactly right. There's a big difference.
Oh,
third party. They will bend your fucking ass over, and Amazon won't do shit.
Yep, Larry, I had, you know, I've told the story, but I had that problem that Christmas. I ordered the girls those little iPhones. You know, it's not a real phone, but it's everything but the internet and phone calls, you know, camera. And I had a problem with that. It was a third party deal. Yeah. Never again.
No, I bought laptops through third party. Fucking nightmare.
Yeah. I always look now. Never.
Yeah. I called them up and chewed their goddamn ass out so fucking bad. Yeah, I will tell you this. I know this for a fucking fact, and I can give you the details if you want. They're big in promoting these fucking minority firms, these fucking people of color that don't know jack fucking dick, that they set up in business to just equal the scale of marginal groups. They're not worth a flying fuck at what they do. It has nothing to do with their color. Just they ended up subsidizing businesses based on race to equal playing field. It's fucking nonsense. I don't have any problem with setting somebody up to help a struggling minority. But these motherfuckers, Amazon, they have set people up that are known fucking crooks and allowed them to change their names and keep selling and fucking people. They have. With laptops, they have. And I got in those they're just lying fucking scammers, man. They're these third party, I should have fucking known better,
Oh, I know, Tom. Yeah.
But you're going around, you can't nowadays, if you want a laptop, borderline crow, if you want a laptop or desktop, that's fucking luck. Best Buy's got a couple ancient models that are fucking overpriced. You can go to some mom and pop thing that's going to fuck you. So basically, it's not, 20 years ago when laptops got popular, you could go fucking get them anywhere. It was a competitive market, right? Now, if you want a new laptop, minus driving your fucking ass off for a week, you're basically going to have to get it probably at the best price from Amazon. And this is where you get fucked. Because you can custom configure what you want. You don't know it's a bunch of goddamn axe fucking murderers that happen to be black that fucking Amazon set up in business who do not give a fuck about negative reviews. And before you know, you're getting this stuff with the wrong processor and the wrong goddamn fucking ancillary devices that connect to it. And you're getting a hold of them. I tried calling these fuckers after I got mine. It starts crashing right away. And they don't even return your fucking phone call.
Yeah.
You tell Amazon sends you a smiley face. Don't worry. Everything is not all right, motherfucker. I know. I just sent these cocksuckers $3,100 fucking dollars. They're fucking crooks. See, where I found out is they changed names from when they were crooks before because they had such bad ratings. People weren't even buying their shit with the Amazon prices. But they're so fucking lazy and stupid, they forgot to change their name on their answering machine. That's how I figured it out. So when I called to fucking chew their ass out, I realized it was the place that got caught ripping people off. So I called Amazon, just chewed their ass out as good as I could. Now, I did get my money back, I was shocked because you're going to get fucked when you're sending a $3,200 computer back to a couple fucking scammers. So I went to one of those postal places and I photographed the fuck out of it and put fucking 20 baby diapers around the motherfucker because I knew that any goddamn thing they could use to not take this back or say that it was wrong or fucked up or I didn't pack it properly. It turns out I did get my money back, but it was about a week of pins and needles because I realized I bought it from a bunch of crooks.
Yeah, I know it.
Yeah. They're fucking weird, man. I mean, third party. I may take a chance on some fucking jelly beans or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not buying a fucking toaster oven or a fucking microwave through third party. Fuck that.
No.
Yeah, no way. Hey, Jeff.
Nope.
I'm not doing it.
Well, the microwaves, I just buy the $49 microwave from Walmart every year or two.
Yeah. No, I do.
That's what I do.
No, and when it quits running, just throw it in the trash.
Yeah, $50. Well, it lasts me a year. Yeah. I think that's pretty good. And when this little one goes out again, I'll go get me another one. Yeah.
I bought a desktop maybe about 15 years ago, something like that, from Amazon. And, I was up in bumfucked Egypt. And they had one guy that fixed fucking computers in that town, and he didn't know what he was doing. And that was the only time that I bought the extra fucking coverage.
Uh-huh.
And I fucking did, too, because I had nothing but trouble with that motherfucker. And they used to have to send somebody up to work on that piece of shit. Hour drive one way in the winter.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's certain things, man. If it's like electronics, and in almost all these companies that I know about now, nobody's fixing anything anymore. I don't give a fuck if it's Canon, Sony, whoever. You get the extra coverage. They don't have somebody fucking with that. They've just made in fucking billion of them. They're collecting fucking dust on a shelf. So, yours fucks up, it quits work, and you send it back. They send you a brand new, and they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody's taking that piece of shit apart and fucking with it for 3 hours at $25 an hour. Just give them a new one. Hope that one lasts longer.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's it. And you know, I'll tell you what's gotten like that too. New vehicles with all this computer fucking horseshit. Have you seen these recalls Ford's been getting? They're making pure fucking junk now. They had 400,000 recalled about 6 weeks ago, 300,000 about a month ago. And I see now they're recalling like 1.1 million of some other fucking junk they've made. These new cars with all this modular fucking horseshit, a computer that runs the windshield wipers and tints your fucking headlights and all this other horseshit. If you get once, you know, in the old days, you took care of your car, and when it went on a warranty, who gave a fuck? You bought a quality product, and as long as you took care of it, it'd last you a long time. It's not like that anymore. You do not want one of these electronic pieces of shit outside of warranty. You know, and that truck Marty's got, that module that runs the fucking that F-250 diesel, that fucking thing's like 16 fucking thousand.
Yeah.
What normal motherfucker buys a new car right after it gets out of the 3-year warranty? That fucking module. Like, what do? Just charge $16,000 on your fucking credit card? Now you got a fucking $500 a month payment on a new vehicle, and you've only owned it 3 years.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it, man. Fuck no. That's why this. Like, I just put $2,000 in my suspension in my Honda. I got a cracked windshield yesterday too. Well, see, down here in Michigan too, they don't have cracked windshield. You can do it, no problem. There's some states that give you a fucking ticket.
Yeah. Here.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
They say it affects your vision. Fuck you.
Oh, I know.
It's just another way to force you to buy shit. Yeah, and that if you get a ticket in one of these states on a cracked windshield, you got to go to court and show them that you got the fucking windshield replaced. Well,
yes, you do. It happened to my dad.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is fucking bullshit, man. Yeah, but if I make this to 250,000, which is only 25,000 miles, I'm going to get the serpentine belt changed, another 1,800. You know, I got a needle on my speedometer. I got regular everything, hardly any electronics. I do not want one of these new pieces of shit.
No, I know.
It's not like they're better. You know, up and through the 70s and stuff and the early 80s, like shit got better. It's like, yeah, you know, they're costing more, but it's better. Not anymore, man.
No.
And a lot of that's fucking Biden's fault for trying to take a fucking gas guzzling fucking Hemi and make it get fucking 32 miles a gallon. You know, he really fucked the American car coming with these government standards, trying to get all this. That's why Ford came out with that biggest, junkiest, shitty engine going on right now. Is the Ford EcoBoost V6. EcoBoost, oh yeah, liberals, lesbians, pot smoking, liberals. Let's just try and take an engine and make it get better gas mileage than it should. And it's a piece of fucking junk. The state of Georgia got out of a contract with Ford because the state troopers were blowing the engines all the time. Yeah, you can't fucking do it. You can only ram so much air through a turbocharger before something's going to go to hell. And it did. They got out of their contract. The Ford EcoBoost, it sounds great. Oh, yeah, less carbon footprint. They show two baby ducks in a nest.
Yeah.
It's a fucking scam.
Yep.
And if you compare apples to apples, the V8 gets better gas mileage than the EcoBoost 6. It does. Now, nobody's going to tell you that. You're not going to see it in the thing, but a V8 is meant to have a heavy frame, pull heavy shit, and not turn into a piece of junk the day after you bought it. All these little fucking 110 horsepower lesbian Toyota Priuses. The only ones that work for in these real light cars where you really don't use them for utility purpose. You know,
right.
Fat dyke driving one. They do get a lot of miles. Toyota did a good job with that turbocharging on those small cars. But the American car companies, and let me tell you too, what's left of them, Chrysler, which is nothing. I don't even know the name of that place now. Ford, which is damn near dead, and GM. I gave you an example of Sears and Kmart earlier. Look at the stock prices of General Motors and Ford over the last 50 years. It's tits up, writings on the wall. They're fucked. It's over.
Yeah.
And part of what has caused that are the same things that we still bitch about. You can't have it both ways. That's why I was for these fucking tariffs. Yeah, you take it in the ass, and some things you just wish they didn't do it. But all of a sudden, we've got a country now with no middle class, no good jobs.
Right.
Even if you look statistically, Stephanie, compared to what you made when you worked at Boeing then, and what your fucking nephew makes with the cost of living now, you made way more than he did.
Oh, I know, Tom. I know it.
Yeah, that's what they don't fucking tell you about, man. Because
I know.
You had a way better job at your age than he has at his.
Oh, yeah, because, okay, so he gets, what, $43 an hour, but the cost, he has a family of, what, 5 to 6 to support.
Yep.
And, no, it's not,
No. Nope.
And the cost of houses, they want to get a bigger house now because, they have 4 kids. Yeah. But my God, he's looking at a fucking $1 million here in Seattle.
See, these liberal states particularly.
Jesus.
It's the same argument with illegals drawing out of Medicaid is that there's not enough fucking people paying into the fund. I mean, no matter what state you're into, okay, everybody has got this problem. The working class, I'm talking about good paying jobs, there are not enough of them left anymore.
No, I know.
Which is why the taxes are insane in New York, in California, in Minneapolis, and in fucking Washington, because
I know it.
X amount of dollars to keep this shit. And when you see things when you're our age and you've watched it disappear,
I know it.
Off, and you're willing to vote for a lunatic.
Because I know
it isn't fair that you have fucking nothing anymore, and you were born here.
Yeah, I know it.
You get these young people that came from these liberal schools in Ann Arbor, Michigan, Madison, Wisconsin, changing their fucking sex and fucking, using recycled fucking plastic for their fucking shoes. They don't fucking get it because they're not old enough.
No, they don't.
That's why you got to give the fucking liberals credit for this. They were smart enough to put a dope shop on every corner in every small town, so you just smoke and get high. Fuck the future.
Right.
Yeah. You don't have time for rent and work and giving a fucking Medicaid security. You're just high all the time.
Yep.
And I'm not saying that you shouldn't do it or it shouldn't be available, but if you look at the states that passed, like Colorado, talk to a truck driver. They'll tell you that they're over the line in Colorado, they can tell that marijuana is legal because everybody's all over the goddamn road.
Yeah, I know it.
Fucking nuts, man.
Oh, I know.
So you sit back and you now we're just, according to like the typical high school kid in Seattle, Washington, we're just a bunch of old crazy people that are never happy. Wrong.
Oh, I know. They got no clue.
No clue. And I caught the good days, and arguably a time in the United States where stupid people made more money than they should have. That's over.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's it. And now you can't bitch about a guy making $43, which is dollars an hour at Seattle. That's fucking nothing anymore. So,
no, I know.
Yeah, so everybody's we're gonna raise minimum wage to like 18. Oh, that's a fucking great idea. Let's overpay everybody with no skills.
Yeah.
No, like Michigan. This crazy bitch that's run that state. That's her fucking shit's over next week. Jennifer Granholm did the same thing, a Harvard grad. Well, there goes smart. But here's the deal. In order to get elected, you have to appeal emotionally to big groups that wouldn't vote for you otherwise. So you have to say shit like you can be in a prison for punishment and get your sex changed and the taxpayers will pay. Does it get any fucking nuttier than that?
No.
No. Fucking sick of it.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy, man. I mean, I know it's fucked up and there's casualties of war and it's fucking terrible. But I mean, this is what we've been forced into now.
Well, it's like
You think the world's just going to be a happy place and we're all going to go around the merry-go-round holding fucking hands. You're wrong. We need the biggest, best bombs available, or we're going to be dead.
well, listen to this. When you need a steroid inhaler like me, the regular cost is $700. Okay.
Yeah.
But I still have to come up with fucking $200 to get an inhaler.
You wouldn't if you were on Medicaid.
Oh, of course not. It would all be free. Right. That's what gets me so upset because I think that these old people like us, if we're sick, we should be able to get our freaking medication for nothing.
Hey, and you paid into the fucking system your whole fucking life.
Yeah. See, that's screwed up. Yeah.
No, lifelong like Medicaid recipients, because they never worked, have better benefits than you do.
Oh, I know. That's why I get so angry because I have gone without it because I didn't have the damn money to get it. So no, something's screwed up here. See?
Well, that's why a fucking tyrant got elected. Hey, you can't have it both ways. Everything was great when fucking Biden got elected, wasn't it? And then it was just terrible when Trump got elected. Same process, people. He was voted in.
Yeah.
He was voted in just like your lunatic was.
Yeah, I know it.
It's so fucking, I'm not proud of this motherfucker either. I mean, you just roll your eyes. This isn't like the Ronald Reagan days, where you're thinking, oh, wow, this is great, man. This is how it works. It's like you fucking cringe every fucking day I fucking turn on the TV.
I know.
What's fucked up is I'd vote for him today. Because those are my choices. It's fucking crazy. It's like this question, do you still beat your wife? Well, yeah or no. Well, you're fucked either way.
Oh, I know.
God.
Here, Mark, just a second. I'm going to type it. Let's see. I can never pronounce the medications. Nora Elioc. But no, I know it's crazy. It's just absolutely nuts.
Yeah, absolutely nuts.
That's why I get so angry of us giving all this money to people who don't even live here. I mean, why? I'm supposed to help them when I can't even help myself? No, that's bullshit. And I'm hoping Trump, he's only been in a year. So hopefully, things when it gets, to us, our people, he'll do more. Now I have noticed, my rescue inhaler, it used to cost me $10, which is nothing, but now I get that free, Tom. I don't have to pay the copay for that anymore. And I do get a couple other medications free. But the problem is these expensive inhalers, no, you still have to fork out a few $100s out of your pocket.
Yeah, what's fucking you is your retirement.
Yeah, I know it.
Fucking bullshit, man.
But see, the problem is I can't afford the supplements that will pay for these things. See, I'm better off.
Yeah, you know how much my supplement is every month now?
What?
$310.
Yeah, see, Tom, I can't afford $300 out of my income for a supplement. See, isn't that crazy? Now I have, a supplement that only costs me like $22 a month or something.
But I will tell you this though, I do think Larry just mentioned this too. You can send this shit. I'll figure it out for you. I do think that you're missing the boat on getting this for nothing by not filling out the appropriate paperwork, because you can demonstrate with retirement. You got to fill out a bunch of shit. If you're over here, you wouldn't need to fill out anything. That's frustrating, but there are ways around that. These fucking companies will give you this shit for free if you can demonstrate that you don't have a lot of excess money. I think he's right. I think if you filled out the appropriate paperwork,
yeah.
I'll tell you what. Do you go to a hospital or do you go to a doctor's office when you're getting your treatments, or both?
What do you mean?
You get your medical doctor appointments. When you get appointments, do you go to hospitals or doctor's offices?
Oh, I go to a specialist now.
A specialist. So you don't really have any. You're never going to a hospital for treatment, are you?
Oh, the ER only emergencies.
Hey, let me tell you, next time you go to the ER, okay?
Yeah.
You get the name of their social worker.
Oh, okay.
Whoever is their social worker is going to know all about this shit. If you don't want to wait that long, I'll figure it out for you. But there is a way to do it. You do need to jump through fucking hoops.
Right.
But you should be able to get. That's exactly right. I'll give you an example. Diseases for autoimmune diseases, Humira and Enbrel. That's like $7,800 a month. I've filled out the paperwork for people that thought they couldn't get it, and they're getting it for fucking nothing now.
Huh.
$7,800 a month. Let me tell you this too. You know, prostitutes, a lot of them are HIV positive. $1,600 a month for the protease inhibitors, which is what Magic Johnson got on earlier when he was younger to keep it turning into AIDS.
Right.
You're automatically qualified on Medicaid. You don't need to pay anything. And you know, they're too, I don't want to say lazy, but they don't even go down and get it. I mean, their life's so fucked up, they don't want to get better.
Huh.
Which is another interesting philosophy. You know, there's a time when I was in the depths of despair with depression that I didn't want to get better. I was just hoping I'd fucking go for broke, man. Have you ever felt that way?
I'm sorry. Felt what way, Tom?
You get to a point where you realize how much energy and effort getting better requires, and you don't want to do it. You don't want to do it.
I know. Yeah, I know.
It makes sense to you?
Yeah, it does, Tom.
It's crazy, but they think you're fucking nuts. But
I know.
I was super depressed when I looked at what the poor results and the unlikelihood of feeling better through what the fuck ever, shock therapy, another month in a fucking nut house, whatever. That was too much work, and I didn't want to get better for a while because I thought better was too much effort. It's fucking nuts, man. I know. I don't expect people to agree with it.
Right. Yep.
You know, that's why you go into people and say, you know, my mother-in-law was like that. I hadn't seen her in quite a while before she died. She was getting in fucking arguments with the fucking people for trying to keep her alive. It's fucking 90s. Yep. Man, I want to get the fuck out of here. I just talked to a preacher I've known forever who's 88, and his wife turned 88. And for the first time in his life, he's doubting his fucking faith.
Yeah.
Why? I mean, because there's no fucking sense to it. Feels like shit. Doesn't want to do anything but sit in a fucking chair. Quality of life. Wife's got leukemia. She's been dealing with it for 20 years. She feels like shit. Prayed all their life. Good Christians. I mean, is this, you know, when you're 18, you don't know shit. It's like, you're going to live till 88. Wow, really? Yeah, well, wait till you get to 88, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Where he's at and she's at now, and life fucking sucks. And no matter how much you pray, no matter how many fucking elementary school kids write you fucking happy notes at Christmas time that never met you, your life sucks.
Yeah, I know.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
But, you know, you're going to go into anywhere. No one's going to give you a big hug. It's like, God damn, Bert, you're right. You're 88, man. Why don't you guys just, now you know why. They find locked cabinets on cruise ships, and when they go in there to give a big hug to the 88-year-old couple that's still cruising around the world and nobody's there.
Right.
Yeah, fucking get it, man. But it's
a jump overboard.
Part of the bullshit they sell you on when you're young.
Yep.
Oh, you got people. Oh, I hope I'm cruising at fucking 88. I don't.
I don't.
No.
I hate cruises.
No, fuck yeah. I mean, we'll take one together, and hopefully the prop will be fucking cutting us in half
right after we hit the water.
We'll just jump overboard holding hands.
Yeah, we want to make sure it's like we got a weird request from the room of fucking Stephanie and Tom Reed. They want to know when the cruise ship going to be backing up. It's like, that's an odd request. Yeah, we want to make sure that fucking prop gets us. That's why.
Yeah, shit.
God damn, man. It's like, well, Stephanie and Tom, it's like they keep asking us where the most sharks are.
Yeah.
So weird. Yeah. God damn, we'll be down out there. We jumped at 2 a.m. The sun's coming up and we're still alive.
Yeah. Tie rocks to our feet.
Yeah. It's like, well, Stephanie, I'm sorry it's come to this. Do you want to hold my head underwater? Do you want me to hold yours?
Yeah, shit. Oh my God.
Yeah. No, it's fucking true though, man. They just need to start being more truthful to people, man. I've just known too many older people. You know, they told the fucking doctor, if I ever come out of this one, you better start running.
Oh God, I know it.
It's fucking true. Do it, Larry. Larry's going to stick to strip joints. Why not? That's why, I mean, Larry understands this. I understand it too. And that rich oil guy married that fucking Anna, whatever her name was, the big-titted blonde.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I mean, why not, man? He's fucking family was suing. You know, that's because this young pussy snuck in there and was going to take this fucking $100 million he had in this thing. I had an old Jewish lady tell me when I was young, and I believe this, you're never going to find a more honest relationship. He likes sucking on those big 23-year-old tits at fucking 89 years old, and she liked the money. I mean, how much clearer does it get than that?
Yeah.
No, he went out on a fucking high note. Yeah, it's never going to get any clearer than that.
Right.
I mean, we actually fucking, our dumbasses actually thought that, you know, if you cared for them and it was somehow going to get better. Well, somehow going to get better is bullshit. If it ain't fucking great right then, I can tell you it's not getting better.
Right.
No, so Larry, that's how he's spending his retirement. He just goes there, and when they crank up Staying Alive and he has to turn his hearing aid down and he stares at these 18-year-old bodies, he's going out on a high note. What's he supposed to do? Just sit in a fucking bingo club with women his age where they drool down themselves? No, he's doing it.
God, I know it.
Yeah, no,
when Susie and I went to bingo on her birthday, you know,
yeah,
I looked at all, you know, a lot of those women and thought, yeah, but then I thought, well, wait a minute, I'm here too.
Yeah, exactly right. No. Hey, this was about 1984, 85. I moved to Detroit into like the hood area because I wanted to play basketball all night. You know, stupid, same shit with falling in love or thinking you're in love. I wanted to experience living down there, you know. And there was a killer fucking porno movie thing about a store that rented VHSs back then. You know, I'd need a goddamn mail cart to carry those motherfuckers out. They were big. And I was in there renting a bunch of porn one day. A couple Jews owned it. And I ran into one of my best clients that I was doing PI work for. And I came around the corner, and there she was looking at porn. And you rarely see women in porn places. And I said, hey. I said, what are you doing here? She said, same thing you are. Yeah, that's it. And, you know, I saw her 100 times after that and never said a fucking peep about it. I wasn't dumb enough to say, hey, you're not going to believe who I saw. And she wasn't either. We just moved the fuck on.
Yeah, maybe if they had some male strip joints around here, maybe I'd hang out there.
It'd be a good fun time, but you would be there for different reasons, not as different as they would have been when we were young. Larry and I,
right.
I mean, you can. It isn't like when I went in. Like I don't want to go to an all nude thing. The last thing I want to see when I'm eating a ham sandwich is some girl with no panties on, looking between her legs, smiling at me. No thanks.
Oh yeah, I know. I think.
Yeah, but I look at like a young, attractive. It's not like we're sitting there jacking off.
Right.
It's pleasurable to fucking see a nice, young, great body and just like be sipping a beer and listening to good music. It's fucking great, man. Yeah, it's just like a fun ass fucking time, man. Every goddamn cell in your mind is voting positive at that moment. It isn't like you think you're gonna meet one or you want to talk to them. No, you're just sitting there listening to this good music, looking at this great young body where you're gonna go there and you're gonna appreciate a good looking guy, but you're also gonna have a lot of goddamn fun.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, well, we don't really have fun. We have pleasure. It's different than how the
Right.
female mind digests something that we be thinking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like
Yeah.
you're back in high school. And you don't even care once you get this age. I mean, I'm not like that, but I know a lot of guys that are. Once you get this age, you don't even care if it's not why they're talking to you. They just are. And the only way you're going to be able to sit down and get drunk and talk to a good-looking, nude 24-year-old is in a strip club.
And if you have money.
And here's the best thing. No
Yeah.
problem. She's not going to be calling the police. You're not going to be getting sued for sexual harassment. You don't have some fucking wife wanting to know why you were there. You're not going to have
Right.
fucking getting in your ass because, you know, God wouldn't be proud of you and Jesus is disappointed. None of that fucking shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I mean, when you're 18 and 19, you're banging off ass on the side with better bodies than the girl that are dancing. All you do is bitch about how expensive a beer is there. Not when you're
Right.
fucking 70, you don't. You're thinking, God damn, what a deal.
Yeah.
These fucking beers ought to be $100 each.
Yep,
Well,
I know.
guys bitching about how much drinks are in strip clubs with the young guys. The old guys aren't. It's a fucking bargain. No,
That's right, Larry. All the young guys don't have any money.
Yeah, that's it. No, and
That's
strip
it.
clubs,
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's expensive. If you've talked to anybody lately, you know where it's gotten super expensive to go. I know guys with money, like not crazy money, but they're probably worth 5-10 million. They're not going to Las Vegas anymore because it's so too expensive. They're ripping you off with these fucking resort fees. You go sit at a bar there. You know, Las Vegas was a great place to just get lost. Those days are fucking.
Yeah.
You go into a bar now, you sit down. You know, it's a lot happening. Great people watching. The fucking margarita is fucking $29.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fuck Las Vegas. But I think Las Vegas, before you know it, if they're at the rip-off stage now they got to fuck you some kind of way with a hidden fee rather than just let you give your money voluntarily through a slot machine. It's gotten that way with entertainment places. We already know the car companies are fucking you. You know what I mean? Now the places like Las Vegas, you don't go there and win a couple grand now for $500 or $1,000. Now your room's $250 a night, nothing's free, and you're paying up the ass for drinks. You don't win anything, you know? You just don't. It's a big fucking scam. And because people are dropping off and finding other things to do, they're at the mode now where the only way they're going to keep, like GoPro. They'll fuck you on you. Once those motherfuckers get your credit card number, hold on. You got fucking someplace in Thailand processing the motherfucker, and getting them to reverse charges is fucking impossible. Hey, Chris, how you doing? Yeah, it's fucking impossible. No, so when you get to the point where you just start fucking people, because that's, you know, that one last chance to make some money before everybody gets clued in and quits going there, quits using it. But Las Vegas is like that now. Big fucking scam. You go to see your fucking, hey, Rick.
Hey, Tom, how you doing?
Good. You go to Las Vegas now to see a show, even some fucking has-been, like some fucking Celine Dion or some fucking shit like that, Marie Osmond. You and your girlfriend or whoever you just started fucking that you went out there with, I'm not shitting you, man, for so-so seats, okay? I mean, these are has-been motherfuckers. They ought to be playing at a county fair while you're eating a fucking corn dog. It's going to cost you $1,000. It's going to cost you $1,000.
Did you see that post that just went viral of the couple that went out and they ordered 2 margaritas and 2 waters and it was $180 tab?
Yeah, there you go, you guys. Bingo. Just exactly what I was talking about. I know 2 guys with money that don't go there anymore because they're tired of getting fucked. I'll tell you another place where you can get fucked big time, man. Gatlinburg, Dollywood. You talk about hidden fucking charges.
Well, I didn't know that about that, but I know in Vegas they add all that gratuity shit to your thing, and it's like,
No.
oh, okay, I didn't
Yeah.
realize the gratuity was almost as much as my eggs. Like,
No,
I'm not.
no. Fuck no. That's what they're doing in Las Vegas, and they do it in Gatlinburg, Dollywood, or whatever the fuck they call it.
Yeah, I've
Resort
heard of it.
fees. You'll go
I've
in there,
heard
it's
it.
like, oh, fuck, it's summertime, Gatlinburg, all this cool shit, all this fucking history. It's like, oh, we got a nice room. You look it up. It's like, oh, room 109. That's not bad. Yeah,
Nope,
that's
not
not
today.
considering the fucking resort fee.
A resort fee. Yeah.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck where it's at. There ain't a goddamn margarita in this world worth $29.
Does the resort fee come with a Brazilian that comes up every morning and gives you a
No, it
massage?
fucking should. Hell no, that costs more. That'd be like $1,000 or something.
Yeah.
You can't. If you look at, like, you remember you used to, like, you just on a whim you decide to take a road trip and you stop at a Super 8. Some fucking Indian owned it. They hadn't cleaned it in fucking 2 years, but it was cheap and you needed to lay down.
It'll
somewhere.
get you through the night. It'll get you through the night.
Yeah, forget that shit anymore. That's
Well,
$139.
Go ahead.
$139. You're not getting any deals on hotels anymore. Even that place where all the guys used to get sucked off down there where I did interviews. The fuck was the Crest?
Yep.
I bet that motherfucker's $80 a night now for 4 hours. I bet it's $80 for 4 hours now.
Well, I remember when you talked about the Red Roof Inn that you used to stay in down there, and that you used to say, "Oh man, this place is, nice to come to because I can come here and it's cheap, and everything. The people that run the place are decent people."
Yeah.
And then, like, you went there one time and they hit you with whatever bill, and you're like, "What happened? Did you guys upgrade the room?"
Yeah,
No.
the one in Detroit, I stayed at that motherfucker so much. They ended up giving me a $39 meal night, and they redid the room for me.
See,
I'd stay there. I'd stay there like 3 weeks at a time sometimes. So that one was the exception. But if you go on to, I know this sounds terrible, but I tell you like it is. Fuck it. These fucking Indians, man, that own these goddamn hotels, man. These motherfuckers are fucking crooks.
Yeah, they are, because they're trying to always get every single penny for every little
if you gotta
thing.
they won't clean that motherfucker in a year. And if you go in there with a pet fee, or they'll be in there with a fucking microscope looking for a dog hair.
Yep, and God forbid they think you go outside and smoke a cigarette and walk back into your room. They're like, "Oh,
no, you were smoking in the room.
You've been smoking in the room." It's like, no, I have not.
No, you don't. No, the Indian-owned fucking Super 8, you don't need to smoke in the room. You just need to smoke in the parking lot, and that'll get you the charges like you did smoke in your room.
Yeah, that was my point, is that you're not actually smoking in the room. You can, and you know how cigarette smoke is. It sticks like, and you go lay in the sheets that haven't been washed. And
people say, well, that's racist. No, it's not. Well, if it is, I'm still batting 1,000. Because
I don't think it's racist
way it is.
if it's
I don't either.
True.
No, it's true.
If it's true, I mean, it is what it is.
No, but that's their only hope at not getting fucking outed, is that you hate Indians.
Oh, I don't hate them.
I don't either. I don't either. No, but that's what they're going to try and hang their hat on. Some motherfucker will make a complaint that I said this. Oh, it's just terrible. All Indians. I didn't say all fucking Indians. I said all the ones I met were, though, fucking crooks.
No, not all Indians are the same. That's ridiculous.
All the ones I met are crooks.
Well, and they're not a big fan of white or black people. They don't like.
I'll tell you, there's another bunch of fucking scammers too. Chris will know this, is those fucking casinos in fucking Traverse City, Michigan. I stay out of the casinos.
They'll
fuck you every way they can too, man. That's why they got such shitty ratings.
I believe it. I honestly try my best to not gamble, because I already know my personality, and I just
before you could go and it's entertainment. You could go and you'd stand a chance of maybe going out there, but not anymore. They're not regulated because they're sovereign nations, so they can just fuck you 2 ways to Sunday and you can't do shit about it. and they're all strategically located where there's nothing else to do.
Yep.
Yeah, well, gambling's a weird fucking deal. You know, if you get fucked on a meal or a car repair or a hotel room, you'll go on there and leave those motherfuckers a 1 star and tell everybody what a bunch of motherfuckers they were. Those goddamn, you'll lose your ass in a casino every goddamn day of the week that you go there and not say a fucking thing. The only story you tell at a casino is when the rare chance you won.
Yep. Because I mean, pretty much you're expected to lose, and God forbid you. You know what I always find funny is with, like, let's just say blackjack. If you play the game and you actually learn how to play the game to your advantage, they kick you out, and it's not even cheating.
No,
it's not even cheating.
No, they'll do it on slot machines too.
Yep. If you're an AP player and you're looking for those slots, waiting for someone to, get to it, I don't have to explain it, but
they will.
And
that's
they'll say
if you win too much, they will kick you out of a casino.
Yep.
Hey, Tom. Hi. Hey, I got to go, Tom. I just wanted to come on and tell you I've already got a call this morning to go over to my sister's. Yeah, they're going to take the girls to Walmart. Then they're going to come home. Then they're going to take Mason to Walmart. So I got to watch the kids in between.
Family fun.
Yeah. I'll have fun.
Bye, Stephanie. Bye.
Okay. I'll see you guys later.
Right,
what, Tom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Party
bye. Bye, guys. Bye, everybody.
No, everything's a fucking no.
It is, and I mean, and with the casinos nowadays, I mean, you can't even on YouTube, if you watch videos, every video, or I mean, every commercial is, bet here, go here, and do this and do that, and it's like, man, that is a really bad addiction.
I'm telling you, man, you're going to see a whole new wave of, like, we've already seen the car companies collapse and turn into bullshit. We've seen big box stores go out of business, Kmart, Sears. Now you're going to start seeing entertainment venues just go south. Once you hit the ripoff mode where you're just fucking people and it's clear, like Las Vegas is like that now. I guess it's just too many people cutting into the piece of the pie. Back pre-internet, I mean, you either went to Las Vegas or Atlantic City, you were fucked. Now you can online gamble, even the fucking bingos everywhere, all sorts of lottery. There's just, Las Vegas is an old broken model.
Yeah, because it used to be a place like where you used to be able to go and have a good time and gamble. But now you feel like playing a hand of blackjack. You just pull up, name the website, and you can just sit there right there and lose your ass right there on your phone.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yep. That's it. That's exactly
and
it.
You don't get comped to dinner. You don't get
the comp shit.
Show.
The comp shit's nothing like it used to be.
No, because the pit bosses, let's say you lost. I'm just making up numbers. Let's say you lost $1,000. You could say, "Can I, get a dinner?" And they'd say, here's a ticket to a show too, and here's a free room to make sure you come back down at 3 in the morning and start gambling again. Nowadays, they're like, "Here's a buffet ticket, if that, That's."
I can remember. I had 2 guys do a really good job on a surveillance for me one time that worked for me. This was about 1970, 87, 88. And I sent them both for a 4-day weekend out to Las Vegas.
Yep.
And it was $339 each, including airfare.
That's like to walk down the street nowadays.
I know. And I can remember when I first went to Las Vegas that you get free shrimp cocktails places. Fuck, you can fucking forget that now. And I remember Tunica. Tunica was Tunica was the place to be, man, around 2000. Now they're about ready to go tits up. Man, that was
a place
like something out of a movie, man.
Is Tunica like a city, or is that?
Yeah, it's an area. It's actually Robinsonville, Mississippi. It's about 45 minutes south of Memphis.
Oh, okay.
They're really hurting now too, for the same reasons Las Vegas are. But I'm telling you, around 2000, that was the place to be, man. It looked like a movie. People winning all night long, fucking comms, good-looking girls all over the place. Waitresses look like models, and now they're fucking barely hanging in there, man.
Yeah, I mean, Vegas, it's funny because it used to be one of my like dream destinations. Like I
Yeah.
want to go to Vegas and like have like a Vegas experience, but
Yeah.
now it's like
No, it sucks.
I don't really want to spend a year's wages
Yeah,
in
no, that's
4
it.
days.
Yeah.
I don't,
And if you do go to the old section of town, not the new.
I've always heard that the old is better than the new. I've always heard that from like reviews. Like I know it's not like as flashy, but then again,
No.
you're doing the same thing.
Yeah, and
Hey, Mark.
it's not.
Hey, Rick. Hi, Tom.
How's it going?
Good, good. How's it going with you guys?
What are you doing today?
Got to go and get some supplies
Okay.
and gearing up for the weekend. I got rehearsal on Sunday
Nice.
and gonna party generally for the rest of the weekend.
All right. Now you got warming temperatures, don't you?
Yeah, it's nice today. I think it's not nice, but it's nicer than we're used to.
Same here.
Yeah, I think it's in the high 40s for us.
That was good to hear. You heard from Ray. I thought he was dead.
Yeah,
I bet he was glad to hear from you.
Yeah, don't be surprised if you see him popping up soon.
Yeah, I hope he does.
Yeah, you will.
I seen you talking to Chris. How's he doing? I was rewatching some old lives that you did. How's he doing?
Okay, I guess. I mean, he's probably listening right now. So he's keeping constant monitor on all of us, surveillance on all of us, I think. Ain't that
Hey,
right, Chris?
Gotcha.
Yeah, he is. Hey, I talked to Michelle yesterday.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yeah.
What's
How's she?
happening there?
Seems to be doing well. Seems to be in a good mood. She wants to come to Canada and ride your cock for a night.
I don't blame her. I don't blame her. What
No,
is she married?
She's living with a guy now and seems in
yeah.
good spirits. She wants to come on and do a live in the night.
Nice. Did you plan anything?
Yeah, I did, but I just, it comes or goes. Like I found when I plan these lives, I just dread doing it. I just like going on at the spur of the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. When you set a time and everything, you don't feel like you're
excuse me. And I'm going to be spicing up my lives soon.
Yeah.
Just to keep them from being like fucking boring, man. They started getting so goddamn boring.
We enjoy whenever you go live, Tom.
Yeah, well, I enjoy having you guys on, but like sometimes, like if you guys aren't around, it's like fucking watching fucking paint dry. Just fucking sucks, man.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be getting some crazy motherfuckers. I've run ads for a long time, and just honestly over like a year or two, willing to pay people for like crazy ass fucking stories.
Yeah.
But I just don't fucking get crazy ass stories. I mean, there's a lot of motherfuckers out there that think today when they, yesterday they were reaching for the chocolate chip cookies and spilled the milk. They think you just get hundreds of those.
Yeah.
But I'm beginning to realize now, I'm beginning to think that I was just doing this all wrong, just trying to be a decent guy and paying somebody for a interesting story. I think I'd be better off just advertising a bunch of crazy motherfuckers and whatever happens, happens.
Yeah. Maybe.
Seriously, I'm about ready to go that way.
Take the David Letterman approach and start insulting people a little more, and maybe.
I got that down. Yeah. What the fuck did Michelle tell me she was doing? She was doing some goddamn thing. I guess they're going to remodel the bathroom or something. She's going to remodel her kitchen. The fiance is a landscaper.
Is she
only 1 year older?
A landscaper, eh? Huh?
Yeah.
Is that's where she found him, hanging around the pool?
No, I don't. She met him through a dating site, I think.
Oh,
yeah.
Is she living in the same house that she always was?
No. Well, she's living at his house now, wherever that is. She still wants to do. She never thinks her kitchen's nice enough. She wants to do cooking videos. I think she's probably pretty good at cooking. She
should
she's
do it.
anal. Yeah.
She should do that.
I told her to just, before she gets too fucking old, which is right around the corner.
It'll creep up on her.
She needs to just get a G-string and shit and start fucking frying some eggs.
Just wear an apron and that's it.
Yeah, there's
right.
enough
No,
of them
she's
on
fucking missing
YouTube.
it. No, she's still got that young, early Catholic brainwashing.
She does, yeah. She
Yeah.
looks well, how old is she? Early 40s?
41, I think. 41.
She looks good for 41.
Yeah, I know. But she, nobody's going to want to see her in it another 4 or 5 years.
Maybe.
She needs to get these fucking subscribers and shit. I see there's a lot of like super fucking great channels out there, man, just not doing fucking shit. I see these professional fucking channels. I mean, it's like you paid. You just had $100,000 laying around. You said, "Hey, I want you to get me a good YouTube channel." And they did. They can't get these motherfuckers. I don't know how anybody starts a new YouTube channel now and expects anybody to come out.
Show your junk, like that guy did the other day. Got him kicked off. But remember,
it's shit like that. Yeah.
I'm waiting for him to pop up again, so I'll send you the link for his new channel.
Good for him. Yeah, I mean, that's about all you got to fucking do now. That, or like always, and this has been with music, painting, drawing, whatever, is to die.
Yep, because you always get more. You always get more recognition.
Right.
After
I mean,
you
fucking
die.
Elvis and Michael Jackson sell more shit dead than they ever did when they were alive.
True. Yeah.
Fucking crazy, man.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, I mean, it's a weird fucking YouTube's fucking weird, I mean, I bless them with my 19-hour uploads.
Yeah, you still do.
Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't caught on to that though, because you know what I had get me last week twice?
No.
I put in the title 15 hours of frogs fucking making
right. I think I saw that.
They blocked them. They said it was too long. So I took that out of the title and I uploaded them just fine.
So you turned yourself in.
Yeah, but not anymore. Now I just don't put that.
And they haven't caught on, so good.
No, they will though. They'll catch it on. I know it's coming.
It's an incredible waste of space, so I'm surprised.
Absolutely. Well, here's the thing. I'm not making it easy for them to get rid of me.
No.
So once you don't monetize, they're not suggesting me anywhere.
Right.
The scragglers that I get are from long ago. So I'm really no use to them and taking up just a huge amount of bandwidth.
Yeah. So you think
now the shorts, some of those are monetized, but it doesn't really matter because nobody watches them anyway. But I don't monetize the other ones. Like these chats are never monetized because I know I'm fucked on those. That's like 100 rules broken. So once you say you're not doing something and you do it, that's a way to get an exit quickly. So I never give them an opportunity to get rid of me because I'm also outing myself that, hey, guess what, guys? I'm uploading this 10-hour video of clouds. You're not going to make a dime on it. Neither am I. Hello, have fun. Have a good day. That is not going to go on forever.
No. That's the last thing they want to see.
Yeah, that's the last. But they have been slow to do that.
Yeah, because of some rule book that they have, I guess.
No, I think they're going to do the same thing they did with Gmail. You start out with the Gmail. You got every goddamn thing you ever sent to anybody on that motherfucker, and they say you're running out of space.
Oh, yeah.
For $1.20 a month, either we delete it all, or it's like $1.20 a month. Fuck, that's nothing. That's going to happen with my YouTube shit. They'll have me fucking deleting my own goddamn 20-hour cloud videos.
Right.
Or for fucking $5 a month, I can keep them up. It's going to be some shit like that for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it will be.
Oh, yeah.
I think so, too.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's kind of sad because, like, if you enjoy making whatever videos you enjoy.
That's exactly fucking it, man. My fucking enjoyment is over once that motherfucker's uploaded. I'm not ever sitting around watching that. Those fucking days are over. And I was like that at the beginning too. Fuck, you want to have a channel? People come on, talk, fuck around shit. Fuck, man. If this channel, let's say I just did something crazy and they blocked my channel. And I started all over tomorrow. Same everything. Fuck, man. I wouldn't have 50 fucking subscribers, man, 5 years from now. No way.
Yeah.
No fucking way, man. It's
How
all
many do you
bullshit.
have?
I think I see it when I go into the analytics. I got 185,000, which is fucking a joke. But they're dwindling. They're slowly getting knocked off. I had
Essentially, they're
188.
telling Tom to put your money where your mouth is.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a 188 at a time, but I lose about 50 a day. I don't give a fuck.
Do you think that's from
No.
inactivity or actually people
No, it's from,
clicking
I'll tell you what
off?
it's from. You don't have anybody replacing the people that signed up early from prostitute interviews. They're
Right.
not, they don't give a fuck about clouds or spring peepers or vultures. So I'm not getting any new signups, which I don't really give a fuck about. My
Okay, I've
only-
always wondered about that.
Yeah,
It's
my
up.
only testament to my channel is I've never one time said subscribe, like, none of that fucking shit.
Yeah, I don't do that either.
No.
Mine
It's
is
so
hovered
fucking
around.
annoying, man. It's so damn annoying.
Mine has hovered around 555 now for ever. It seems it goes up and then it goes down. It goes down and then it comes
No,
back.
I
up again.
lose like, some days I lose like 100. I don't give a fuck because it's all fake bullshit anyway.
Yeah.
You know, YouTube is the reason that I got those subscribers
Yeah.
and good prostitute interviews back in the day. But there's no fucking way. I'm fucked, man. I mean,
yeah, but like back in the day when you were uploading those prostitute videos, like people would be like, I want to see more of this. I'm gonna like you weren't
Yeah.
begging people to subscribe. They're like, you
Yeah.
know what? I want to see what
no, but
like,
here's
what's
the
up with
fucking
this
deal.
channel?
No,
And
what
more
happened
about
is,
you.
I can tell you this, not that it means a flying fuck. Anything, when I take the time, not that it's some big arduous task of discipline. It wasn't, because if it was, I would have nothing uploaded. I like fucking around for some reason. I don't know why. You know, I like fucking videotaping shit and fucking around with these clouds and that shit. So, but that's not how it started out. And I had a genuine interest in those prostitutes. I thought, man, this is really fucking super interesting. You know, people are going to like this. Let me tell you, 3 videos that went viral later on. They were around forever, almost a year. Nobody watched them. Some kid cut and pasted my fucking things on Reddit. That's when they took off. And then I got 80,000 subscribers in 6 months one time. And people trying to get a hold of you. And it's like, you know, it's not what you're fucking thinking. Well, those days are long gone, and I'm well aware of it. So, like all things, I'm not saying it's good or bad, but I can tell you, they make you and they break you. And they decided to pick me to promote me for one time. And that's how it happened. It has nothing to do with like great content. I do think the content happened to be good. There were about 5 or 8 of those girls that were just really compelling, interesting stories. I mean, they're telling you how they grew up, what a blowjob was going for, how many times they got fucked in the ass for $25. And it's like, oh, this is great. You know, I got some shit to upload that. Oh, I was wondering, you know, wow, she seems like
You had
such
a few
nice
more
lady.
interesting ones than that, Tom. You had some, like, if you look at all the people that you interviewed, there was some pretty interesting people, and not just the prostitutes, but some of the homeless and the reoccurring saga of Becky was a regular event that people looked out for, and
Well,
Maggie, Margaret.
Yeah, but part of what made that fly is I was really interested in it, and I didn't know anything. My dumbass actually thought that they might get better. I'd never been around heroin addicts before. Actually, I got Becky's phone number about a week or 2 ago from Gary, and I just, honest to God, I could not get myself to fucking call her. You know why? Because I know so much more now than I did then.
Right.
And I know I'm just going to hear a bunch of bullshit, which caused, there were a lot of reasons why I got it. But one, YouTube was fucking me, you know, demonetizing all that shit. And back then I thought, wow, this is really cool. You know, I can get some of my expenses back, you know. Then they didn't want dirty words. Then they didn't want drug talk. They didn't want sex talk. Well, why interview a fucking prostitute then?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So all of a sudden, you know, and mine is fucking nothing compared to some of the other channels they fucked.
Well,
They
that's
fucked
what
that goddamn. I don't like the motherfucker, that soft white underbelly, but they fucked him huge.
Did they?
Yes.
Fuck. Yeah, they
Yeah,
did.
they
man.
did. Yeah,
Big
they
time. And I'll
did.
tell you who else they fuck. I'm not a hunter. I don't enjoy hunting. I know it's legal. But all of a sudden, these guys had like fucking 2 million subscribers. Their whole deal is selling bullets and rifles and scopes and deer piss to attract females and all that. Killing it, right? All of a sudden, YouTube comes out one day. We don't want any impact shots. Like, what do you mean? We don't want the animal, the bullet, or the arrow hitting the animal. What the fuck?
Right.
It's a hunting channel, goddammit. They fucked them. Demonetized all, and they had professional crews like audio people, camera people, studios. Then the
Right.
next one was guys that analyzed airplane crashes. Good, interesting channels, great content, 1,000 times better than you'd see anywhere else. All of a sudden, one day after they were killing it, YouTube came in. We don't want the actual crash to be on the video. Fuck you.
Wow.
So YouTube eventually found a way, other than being generic and vanilla and not offensive to anybody, to take the money away from everybody that got YouTube there and then there. Now, and I'd have probably done the same thing too. From a business perspective, the last thing you want is somebody paying up the ass for digital advertising. Here's Tom Reed down on Michigan Avenue. Hey, Marguerite, what's it cost to get slammed in the fucking ass? Oh, that's $25. Do you want that? No. So the digital advertisers email YouTube and said, hey, our ads just came up, and this crazy motherfucker, he's asking about cum facials and butt fucking and talking about heroin, and we do not want our ads coming up there. So I'm sure there were millions of people just like me, and YouTube got together, smart Jews, money is everything. It's like, hey, why don't we just go to the Disney version? YouTube is actually more restrictive now than television.
Yeah.
They're even blocking out people saying the word porn now.
Wow.
Now, say I monetize this chat. I'd get a yellow fucking thing,
For the
not
word porn.
suitable for most advertisers. And when you're trying to make as much money as possible, they're right.
Mm.
No, there's no, you want me to go on and handing out cans of soup to the homeless, boring. I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't do it and they don't need soup. You want me to be taking flowers to people on their deathbed, this kind of corny shit.
Right.
Yeah. And other than that, or, and there's some fucking smart Indians, man, that do these, in the old days, either you were a smart Jew or Chinese and you came from educated parents, and taking the ACT or the SAT or the MCAT or the LSAT was no big fucking deal. They've been pounding this into your goddamn head when you were still in fucking diapers. But if you're just an old Joe Blow like me that realized that lawyers and doctors got a lot more pussy than factory workers and bus drivers, you wanted to be a professional, and these fucking tests seem goddamn impossible. You'd go on and take these tests. I didn't know what they were fucking talking about on any of them. So some of these smart Indians who do have high IQs as a population do these tutorials now on YouTube. They have like 10 million subscribers. I can see why. They're very amenable. They're nice. There's no charge. And they can tell you the tricks and what you need to do to score high in these tests. And you can take them at your leisure. It's great.
Yeah.
Rather than seeming like a foreign language. I mean, when I took the fucking LSAT to get into law school, it's like you gave me a fucking Russian Bible and asked me to translate it. And I never had one fucking lesson. You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? They show you. And then by that time, you're so bamboozled, you can't even, you're putting a fucking triangle in a circle thinking it fits. Yeah, so in a way, the playing field has been equaled through the internet with the average Joe Blow. They've taken the mystique out of you need to be a fucking genius to be a lawyer or a doctor. You fucking don't. Yeah, they really
And they've tried to make other websites like YouTube, and they just haven't been able to succeed.
No. Let me tell you, man, they pissed me off a few times. And there's YouTube and nothing. It's just a fucking business, man. It's like fucking Elon Musk making car batteries now.
It's either YouTube or RedTube.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
I tried them all. I tried them all. The search engines suck, or they're geared towards gamers or music or sports or some fucking shit. No,
but there's
here's the
website.
thing. I'll tell you why this happened, Rick, is because everybody else is trying to come on and just make a good social media platform and make revenue off it. Where YouTube didn't. They made their goddamn money once you signed up with their email And once
Yes.
they did this, they were way ahead of the game in digital advertising. They don't they don't need to make any money off YouTube, even though they make what, fucking 100 billion a year or some shit now. It was an accident. I'm telling you, even YouTube, if you look what they paid for it when they bought it from those guys, it's a fucking nothing, chump change. So once you get that big, when you don't even need to take your revenue to fund this big giant platform, you've already made it 2 or 3 different other ways. Who's going to compete with that? Are you going to come up with a new like
How
Gmail?
can you?
Fuck no, they're fucked.
Yeah, how
They
can
got
you?
in. Same with Microsoft. There's always been better software programs. Who are they? Fuck, I don't know. Because they didn't. Timing is everything. Domino's Pizzas, one of the worst fucking pizzas in the world. You
Terrible.
can eat. They're in
Terrible.
every fucking state, and he sold it for $1 billion 20 years ago. So, you know, it's interesting how things work out. I had it happen with those fucking goddamn detective agencies. I couldn't do that in a million fucking years again. Got lucky. Timing.
Besides the point, I think Domino's is some of the worst pizza I've ever had in my life.
Fucking terrible. But you know what they are good at? Fucking
Advertising.
And market. That's fucking it, man. Advertising is where it's at. Yeah, advertising's fucking where it's at. Microsoft, you know, you talk to people that dealt with Microsoft when they first came out, they hated them. You call them up and ask them for a problem, they'd hang up on you. They didn't give a fuck. They knew they were dominating, controlling the market. You couldn't do shit. Well, now it's not quite like that. It's kind of like being on Epstein's Island. Jesus Christ. If you're a politician, I don't care if you were down there fishing and you never met the motherfucker. You're fucked if your goddamn name's on one of those goddamn airplane manifestos.
Yeah, you're fucked. And that whole, I know you've been asking about it every once in a blue moon, and that whole situation, like you said, if you're anywhere near that situation, you are fucked.
Have you watched any of those videos where they were raking the Clintons over the coals?
I haven't yet, but then again, I've been trying not to overdose on that stuff because it just, like, everything going on in the world is like so negative. I have kept up with a little bit of it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan of the Clintons, but that's just such fucking bullshit, man. I mean, it's so stupid.
Would you let Hillary near your dick? I would.
No. But I mean, the way they're bringing up this, it's just such a waste of time. Everybody know Bill Clinton is a fucking con artist. Hillary's a crook. I mean, you're not going to make him look any worse.
Biggest crooks. I mean,
the Clinton Foundation, absolutely right. They all got fucking. Look at all these people. The Clintons, Jimmy Carter, Obamas came in broke, went out rich,
and not just a little rich. Like
crazy,
big time. Like, holy shit! How did you convert that to that?
Yeah, no,
because you know, for the longest time they said, "Oh, you know, you don't even get paid that much to be a president."
No. Just like Trump, he never took a president's salary. Yeah, why would you? You just got fucking 10,000 shares of fucking Enron.
Yep.
And all your kids get set up with government contracts. I get that too. You know what I mean? What are you supposed to do? Hire your enemies? I mean, just think if you voted me president, I'd hire Mark, give him some fucking Canadian ambassador. I'd hire you to keep an eye on fucking Michigan. What am I supposed to do? Go out and hire people that are going to fuck me? No, I'm going to get people that I know. I'd hire Jeff to keep an eye on Pennsylvania. Yeah, I'd give you $150,000 a year, not do shit. That's how it is, man. It's the way it goes.
Yep.
I'd tell you all the fucking great companies to invest in, because I knew what was coming down the road. Yeah, speaking engagement, that's true. But, you know, now that's true. I think Clinton gets 600,000. I think Obama gets 700,000. But, you know, these guys are making so much fucking money now through connections. They don't even need to fuck with those speaking engagements anymore. Plus, you stand a chance of getting a bullet in the head now.
Yeah, I mean, that's actually
you're making so much. All these guys, and they were all smart enough to realize that when you've got X amount of money, you don't need to do anything anymore. Just sit around, fucking watch porn. Yeah, books too. That's why Jimmy Carter got into writing. You know, he didn't have any fucking money. They were in the hole big time in that peanut growing thing. He had to write books to have some goddamn money. I think that's getting less and less now. I mean, do you think a book on Trump would sell? I don't think it would.
I think I heard that, Thomas Jefferson was broke when he, died.
George,
And
George Washington was broke and ended up being super rich. A lot of them were.
yeah, and I know that
Look at
might
Jackie
seem
Kennedy.
like,
She had to marry an old Greek lech after
she
her
got
husband was
remarried.
assassinated. Yeah,
Okay.
Onassis.
Okay.
I mean, he had the biggest bragging fucking rights in Greece, man. I mean, he went from just starting out with a rowboat, owning 10,000 fucking mega ships that shipped all over the world to eating Jackie Onassis's pussy. It'd be like me calling Larry or you, or it's like, hey, you're not going to believe this, you guys, but I just went down on fucking Jackie Onassis last night. It's like, no. I was like, yeah, no shit, man. Can you believe this shit? Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
No, and it just goes to show you, and I say this all the time, everybody's got a price. There wasn't that much money laying around
That's
then
damn
when he
right.
was assassinated. And there was a dollar amount in it, even though it turned into be an old billionaire Greek lech. She finally decided to pull those panties down around her ankles for a certain price, and it worked.
Just like you were talking earlier in your live about how, there's these old men with these young women. There's a
Oh,
price.
yeah.
There's a price.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
And not only is there a price, it's as honest as a relationship will ever get.
I think so, because
Yeah.
like you said, I mean, if that's what both parties,
Yeah.
she
No,
wants the
yeah.
money, he wants
Well, I'd
to
fucking be doing it now, man. I'd be doing it now if I could. I don't have any hookups down here. All my fucking things, they got married, or I'm
What
hardly
happened to
even.
the Filipino? What happened to the
She,
Filipino
just,
date?
she didn't really turn me on. Plus, she had 3 kids. I didn't give a fuck. Too old, to be honest with you. 39. I don't want to fuck with that. I mean, I've set that fucking sex bar shit so fucking high. It's like, it's so fucking unlikely for me to like want to take any risk at all for something I'm really not into.
And 3 kids, I mean, that's, you don't know if you want to
Fuck
get
yeah.
into
2 of
that
them are
whole
older, one young. I don't
situation.
want. It's not that great looking either. Not big enough tits. A little old. 3 kids. I'm already fucking dreading seeing what she looks like nude. No, I set too high of a bar between porn, escorts, strip clubs, massage parlors. I've been fucking around with that shit for over 50 years. So the likelihood of me going out there and taking any risk over something that I'm really not into anyway.
Yeah.
That's why these old fucking hags get a hold of me on YouTube. I mean, they think that I'm just an old pervert, which is true, and that they're just going to email me and I'm just going to be all over this. Wrong. I think I'm impossible to catfish. And the last thing I want is some 55-year-old goddamn girlfriend running around in negligee. No fucking way. I want a
That's
20-year-old.
okay.
I want
That's
a 20-year-old in negligee that needs a pair of tires.
Yep.
God damn right I do, man. Now, there is 1% of me that thinks that I'm missing out on something. Some kind of super loving fucking thing. Yeah, well, I vote for that too. I mean, I don't believe it to begin with, but I'd be willing on the right circumstance to like give, I'm running out of time.
Well, to be wholesome for a second, like when you're like doing your thing, making your barbecue or whatever like
Yeah.
that, and like, do you ever wish like you had like a woman like to not even like a sexual, just to like spend time with and
No,
like be
not
like,
really. No.
okay,
I'll tell
that's
you,
okay,
I
that's
do.
okay.
Here's the fucking problem. The kind of woman that I'd like to spend time with that. I mean, I find these women that are in classical music, the ones that just look like back in the day before it was fake tits and facelifts,
Yes.
just playing a violin. I like that, but I talk too much shit to get that. So it's like the Pandora's box. I'm always, I don't really act appropriate for what I'd really like. And I don't want it that much either. So I'm just going to go out swinging, being like I am. This is what I
That's
like.
okay.
I would love to just have some young, big-titted, fucking deep-throating expert come over here about once a week, and it'd be just platonic, other than blowjobs. That'd be right up my alley, man. I've had that too, but I just haven't had it in a while. Just something new, no weird shit, no crazy. it's the boyfriend that kills.
attachments.
It's the boyfriend that kills you in the background.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah,
yeah.
she tells this motherfucker drunk some night. He thought she was coming over here cleaning. Yeah, that kind of shit. So
Yeah.
I mean, so right out of the fucking chute, to find something like that available without some risk is damn near zero. You know what I mean?
Well, I know what you mean, but I mean, yeah, I get what you're saying. And
I
nowadays,
mean, I had
like
a good
trying,
hookup in Michigan for a long time, man. She was like 30 years younger than me, and she had a lot of cute girlfriends. Like let's say I would have met one of her girlfriends on my own. It's like, oh, this guy's an old guy. I know what he wants. But if you've got a girlfriend their age, it's like, hey, I know this really cool guy. He's not fucking weird. He just likes blowjobs. Nothing's ever going to be uploaded. He's a good guy. It's like, really? It's like, could you introduce me to him? That's what you need.
yeah, and he ain't gonna smack you
No.
around or
Yeah,
make
it's like
you do
and
things.
they can say, well, I've been doing it for 10 years. It's worked out fucking great.
Yeah,
Yeah, but if you don't have that, just getting it cold turkey, and like down here, it's like, I don't even have like access to that shit. For down here, like if I meet somebody like that, they're just thinking I'm an old, lonely guy that, it's like, you guys don't get this. You know what I mean?
you're still kicking like a mule.
Yeah. Like there's too much space between them and me and nobody to run interference to testify to my credibility that that's all it is. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's wrong that you feel that way. Like I like people might say, "Oh, well, why don't you meet somebody your age?" And it's like, well, that's not what I want.
No,
It's
yeah.
like
I mean, I'm
it's
not
like
saying it's impossible, but it's pretty unlikely. You know what I mean?
yeah, I
And
mean
here's another
nothing's
thing. And here's another
impossible.
thing too. All the shit that I talk, I mean, anybody that's interested, I right away know there's something wrong with them.
Or they're trying to get something out of
Yeah,
you.
that's it. I already know
Or
they're fucking crazy, man. I mean, because even though I'm like this, really, I don't get a chance to soften them up, to bring them full circle. We're here. If you know I'm like this short term right away and you're interested, I know you're nuts. So this isn't, I'm not having any harpsichordists or violin players. It's like, oh yeah, he was just talking about cum facials, butt fucking, throat fucking, Max Hart. I'd like to have dinner with him. It ain't fucking happening. So there's too much space between, I find myself just thankful for what I got and just throwing in the towel on this one.
well,
I'm fucked.
you never know, Tom. You'll never know.
But I'm fine with it too. I mean, this is one virtue of getting older that I'm okay with, and that is that.
That's the good thing. You just said it. You're okay. You're okay with it.
I mean,
It's
I'm
not
not
like
fucking
you're
jumping up and down, taking shoe polish like you graduated from high school. I'm writing it on the window, but it's not bad. You figure out a lot more shit by this time.
I'm sure. I mean, life experience is real. That's why they have that term. I mean, you learn things you should.
Yeah, I remember
things.
when I first started flying planes, a guy told me, he said, hey, man, don't ever forget, you can fucking write all the shit you want in your logbook, but you're never going to fake being there and experiencing that. Because a lot of guys, like I didn't have any motivation to do it. I didn't want to be an airline pilot, but a lot of guys fake time in their logbooks.
Really?
Yeah, fuck yeah. Because you need a certain amount of hours to like meet insurance requirements. So you're penciling all this fucking shit in there. And now it's getting harder because of computers and shit like that.
Yeah.
And they'll track this shit down and compare it to the logbooks, the airplane, all that kind of bullshit. But back then it was kind of like the Wild West. But I know a lot of guys that did that. I know an airline pilot now. He's about ready to retire. He penciled in about 500 fake hours. Got away with it his whole career. Now, as it turned out,
fuck
yeah, it's a lot.
Hours?
You better believe it is. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Better believe it is. Well, and then after they crashed that fucking plane out east where they rolled upside down, iced the fucking tail and crashed, and then the girl had like jump seated from Seattle to New York. Anyway, after they crashed, they upped the hours for your ATP, airline transport pilot rating. And now, you know, it went from like, I think it used to be 500 to 15. That's a big fucking difference. That's like another fucking 7 years working for fucking nothing. So the motivation to fake, and once you fucking know how to fly, I mean, there's different schools of thought on total time, but you got to use some fucking thing to decide who you're going to hire and who you're not. But if you look at military pilots, they come out of there with relatively low time, even like the Blue Angels, those fuckers, they don't have much total time at all. But the time they had was not fucking around. It was regimented, you know, post-flight, pre-flight, dotting every I, crossing every T. You weren't just fucking around flying from Ann Arbor, Michigan to Mackinac Island like I did for fucking 20 years. You know what I mean? It was quality fucking time. But there's a certain amount of time where once you are competent, you know how to fly an airplane. I'm not so sure total time does jack fucking shit for you, other than maybe exposes you to a few things that you wouldn't have experienced otherwise just by virtue of being around. But I mean, does total time actually mean you're going to be a better pilot? I say no, I don't. Nope. I don't think it does.
If you're going down, you're going
Flying's fucking boring, man.
I was about to ask if you missed it, like if you ever
not really. I mean, it's too expensive now too. I can like buy so much shit. Like I could buy fucking 1,000 bagels and good coffee at my favorite place in Athens for like 2 days of flying a plane. You know what I mean? Fuck that. It's not worth it.
Bring you more joy than flying.
Oh fuck yeah, they have, Larry. You're goddamn right they have. That's why you see now, like prior to 9/11, you know, there were always restricted areas where you knew you just didn't go in there without calling ahead or seeing if it was active, like military operations area up near Grayling, Michigan in the summertime. Yeah. Those fuckers are dropping bombs and shooting bullets and all sorts of fucking shit. And there's sometimes it's hot and sometimes it's not. Well, you knew when you're flying there and you're through your training, man, you looked at that fucking sectional and you made sure that you could do that or not. Well, now then after 9/11 and all this crazy fuck, yeah, man. It's like when I got my pilot's license, I couldn't wait to go buzz my friend's house. People that lived out in rural areas. You didn't fucking do it in downtown Detroit, but they lived in Monroe or something. That's the first fucking thing you do. Go down there and fly over their house. They'd all come out and wave. They will burn your fucking ass for that now. And when a political person doesn't even need to be the president is in an area, that's a restricted airspace. And you never know. And these fuckers are campaigning and shit. Before, you just went out to the airport. You knew you weren't going to be fucking around Grayling. The weather was nice. You didn't even fuck with any of that shit. You got in the airplane, started it up, took some girl for a ride. Now somebody could be campaigning down in fucking Detroit and you didn't even fucking know about it. Before you know it, you got 2 fucking F-15s waggling their wings at you, which know you're fucked. And if you look at that now, where they're breaching airspace, where political, it's happening all the time now. It happens a lot in Florida. Florida's a fucking motherfucker to fly in anyway. It's narrow, it's congested, 1 billion fucking people down there, and just staying out of fucking controlled airspace is hard enough. So down there, Florida, you know, especially like I said, during people running for office, you never know where motherfucker's going to be. It could be in Winter Garden, it could be in Loxahatchee. All of a sudden, you're flying over there because you went camping there as a kid, and you got 2 fucking F-15s fucking forcing you to land. You're fucking in major trouble. No, after 9/11, buzzing, you can forget it. That you can forget it. Fuck yeah, they will be on your ass. There's a lady that wrote, Martha Lindquist. She was a journalist that wrote for Private Pilot magazine. That old cunt decided, when she worked for the FAA for 30 years, she decided one day she was going to fly into that bridge in Cincinnati. And she did. What she didn't know is they had drones that were out looking for cracks in the bridge and doing like their annual 5-year inspection or something for the bridge. And they got her on video flying under that fucking bridge. Not only did Flying Magazine get rid of her the next day, she is since back. But they took all her ratings away. She had to do everything over again. Martha Lindquist
flew underneath a bridge.
Yeah. Which, you know, is no big fucking deal. Now, back then, if you didn't get caught. You didn't get caught. You know, it's no big fucking, you got so much fun. I mean, you don't need to be some great pilot. You're just not supposed to do it. nowadays you do some shit like that, and that was already post 9/11. Oh, you are so fucked. They just treat you like you're the craziest motherfucker in the world. What a big mistake it was you ever got a pilot's license. You're going to need to go through 10 times the shit to get it back than you did when we gave it to you the first time. Yeah, and that happened to her. Martha Lindquist, or what's her fucking name? Lundquist. Yeah, it ruined her. Well, she had already retired from the FAA.
Oh,
But,
I think it was cunnilingus. No, I'm just
yeah. But after that happened, rather than being an old lady that got into flying and had a legendary name, other than going to like Oshkosh and Sun and Fun, big aviation events, rolling out the red carpet, people wanting her autograph, she was in the fucking doghouse. She couldn't get a fucking phone call returned. And even now, she's back in aviation, but it's like the whole fucking deal with depression or anything. If you've got 100 people applying for a job, one guy was in a mental hospital and the other 99 were not, who are you going to hire?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's one of those kind of fucking things. Oh, F-16s, yeah, it's fun to watch that shit. Oh, yeah. McDill, they land there by mistake. Southwest landed there by mistake. They've had more than one airplane land there by mistake. You wonder how that happens. I'll tell you how it happens. You're on an instrument flight plan. You're out there flying around. You're tired as fuck. You just fucked 2 goddamn flight attendants in your hotel room. You're up all night. You're coming back. It's a beautiful, crystal clear night. And you do fucked up shit when you're exhausted. You just do. Not as bad when you're younger as when you're older and you and the captain are flying around. Rather than just fly the whole approach, you think you see the airport and it's the one right next to it. And you swear to God, your ass is going to be in a ringer if you land at the wrong airport. So you cancel your IFR clearance and you go VFR. You cancel it. You don't need to. You're just going to go. You see the airport. You're going to visually fly it and land. All of a sudden you land. All of a sudden it's like the pilot tells you to fucking taxi to someplace and you realize you fucked up. It's a big fucking huge deal.
Really? Okay.
You're in so much fucking trouble. Oh, fuck yeah. Look it up. Airplanes land at the wrong airport. Fuck yeah. They make it sound like, oops, won't happen there again. Yeah, bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, I've never flown an airplane, let alone know anything about these
You're
laws.
so fucked. I'll tell you another thing when you're fucked too. You bury your fucking, you cut short. You can't see at a lot of those big airplanes. You can't see the main gear. You can't. You just, through your training, you get that visual picture. Well, now it's better than it used to be. But I know a guy that flew a DC-10 and he said he'll never forget, when you're turning onto the runway off a taxiway, the old adage was, don't turn until your ass is over the grass. That means that you were seeing all grass because those mains were way back, shit like that. But you run off a runway or you land short or you land long, you are so fucked, man. It is so much goddamn remedial training and bullshit. Fuck yeah. Yeah, flew onto the Mackinac Bridge, which is nothing. I mean, I haven't flown a plane in 20 years. I could go get in a plane right now, fly. I could fly into those bridges all goddamn day long. But rather than just a daredevil young guy that was feeling his oats, they will treat you like, you were really trying to hit the bridge and you missed. Oh, you are so fucked on that stuff. It's ridiculous.
Wow. Okay. I mean, I'm not saying that like I think it's cool to be able to do that, but I mean,
everybody did that shit. Like that old barnstorming days shit's over. But what I was going to say, this Martha Lindquist that got caught flying under that bridge in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
One of the biggest things they fucked her on. There's a transponder which shows where you're at and what your altitude is. Well, whenever you'd buzz a house, you'd turn it off and you'd buzz the house, right?
Yep.
That's one of the biggest things that they fucking nailed her on, was that when she flew under that bridge, she knew enough. She had a lot of time. She turned the transponder off. So once they got her on video and they decided to throw the book at her, they subpoenaed her transponder, pulled it out of the fucking airplane. She said it was intermittent. It wasn't working. And that's where they really fucked her. Part of her penalty was turning off a transponder, which everybody did when you buzzed somebody back in the day. And they took that motherfucker out of there and they took it to like 2 places. And they said, there's nothing wrong with this transponder. And that's what they hung their hat on. She was like triple fucked.
And what is she going to do about that?
You're fucked. You're fucked. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
The only way that thing wasn't reporting is when you turned it off to fly into the bridge. So I used to do that all the time. There was a place my in-laws, I'd buzz that motherfucker 100 times. Linden, Michigan, just south of Flint. It's the first fucking thing I do. Turn my transponder off, buzz the house. They knew we were there. Come pick us out at the airport. Fuck, they will fry your ass for that now.
I mean, I believe you because you would know. I mean, I believe it.
Yeah. No, flying would not be that fun anymore to me. I mean, not that you got to be doing crazy shit like that. When it wasn't like I was like getting so low that, I was knocking birds' nests off the top of the chimney, but you're not supposed to be doing it. And they will come up with every example they can. And now everybody's got another thing too. As long as you don't admit shit, you got a fucking bite at the apple of getting out of it. Now everybody's got a fucking cell phone, fucking video camera, Ring cameras, all this fucking shit.
Yeah, I mean they'll look at your cell phone data and say, "Wow, you were right here at this time." And,
that's it. Yeah,
there was no other plane in this
area.
area,
Yeah, they
so that had to be you. And
fuck yeah.
A lot has changed in a short amount of time. I know it seems like a long time, but
it's not a long time at all.
Oh yeah.
Think about time
itself. It's like,
wow, that's crazy.
No, it's not. It's by the book or nothing now. Yeah, it's really by the book or nothing. It's the way it is.
Have you ever? I know this might be a dumb question, but like, have you ever flown a commercial plane, like a big ass plane?
No.
Okay.
I've been in a lot of helicopters, and I've been in a lot of planes. I've been in Learjet, Citation, shit like that. But no, I mean, I could if you just. There's no magic to this shit, man. It's not hard flying planes.
Okay. I didn't know.
No, it's not. Once you take lessons, I know some stupid motherfuckers, man. I've been to like some. As an example, 2 big air shows a year, aviation events are at Sun and Fun in Florida and Lakeland. That's coming up pretty soon. And Oshkosh in Wisconsin. And I've sat in on seminars where there'd be 500 people there. And I could just fucking cringe at some of the stupid ass fucking questions some of these guys that actually have pilot's license are asking.
And they're being serious.
Just so fucking dumb, man. When I was living up in West Branch, the FAA would like send somebody into these little airports and to give like a lecture, a seminar, and fucking, be safe, the big smiley face or something on the side of the plane, some shit like that. And I go to one of those. Well, up there, when you're living in West Branch, Michigan, you got your pilot's license. That's a lot different than fucking landing at Metro or fucking LA or Miami. You're out there fucking around, flying over farm fields. You're never talking to a controller. It's a lot different, And a lot of those guys, they had their pilot's license since they were 16. 50 years ago, you didn't need to do shit. They got their pilot's license, and all they ever flew was around West Ranch and maybe over down to Flint or some shit like that. And then, they just they got by, but they really didn't, if they said, well, I'm going to fly to Florida, it's like, well, you better bone up on a lot of shit, motherfucker, because that's a lot different than just finally fucking around over Ogama County. And they'd bring these FAA guys in there for these seminars. And I sat in on a couple of these lectures on safety. And I just cringed at the stupid ass fucking comments these motherfuckers and questions they asked. It's like embarrassing, man. It's like this dumb son of a bitch actually has a pilot's license. What a fucking idiot. But a lot of these super stupid pilots, they're not so dumb. They know that they're just flying over cow pastures and shit and not talking to controllers and not filing flight plans. And you can get away with that shit. Not to stall and all this bullshit. It's simple flying.
What is your opinion on what happened with Kobe Bryant?
Fucked up. He was under the gun. Kobe Bryant was a big regular contributor to that fucking company and was hiring them all the time. They even painted that helicopter the color he wanted. And he was using them all the time. And he had those kids going to that and the neighbors in there going to a basketball game. And let me tell you, filing an instrument flight plan is a pain in the fucking ass. It's much easier to just go out there and you're thinking you're flying a helicopter. If the weather gets the worst possible, I'll just land in a parking lot and wait it out. Well, that's not what he did. First of all, he's under the gun. He's getting $2,800 an hour in this helicopter. The pressure's on. They're going to a basketball game his daughter was playing in. And that was an instrument-equipped helicopter. I don't think he was current, though. But most helicopter pilots aren't. They're VFR. They're just staying out of clouds. You know, that's why hospital air medevacs have such terrible accident rates. They're just not current flying instrument conditions. If the weather's bad, they don't go. So he's under a lot of pressure, and he's scud running. What that is, going in and out of marginal weather, just trying not to run into something. But most of the time, you know, you're fucking scared. You're looking your fucking ass off. You're familiar with the area, and you don't want to kill yourself, right? And that he just got fucked up, and he flew into a solid fucking cloud and wasn't current and got disoriented and smacked. He flew right into that fucking mountain. I'm telling you, man, if you read the reports, he smacked that fucking mountain thinking it was just clear skies ahead. He was
going
clueless.
full speed ahead, just thinking of blue skies and
he thought, I'll bet you money. And that guy had a ton of fucking time. And I'll bet you if it would have been him and his girlfriend and they weren't under the gun to get someplace, that he'd still be alive. But you got Kobe Bryant, you got the neighbors, you got his kids. They're on their way to a game. You want to be there on time. I'll tell you another thing that kills a lot of pilots is when, you know, if you can't afford a plane, you're renting. And it's hard to rent planes sometimes, especially for a whole weekend, because you got students using them. You got other motherfuckers that are going to stay local. And you want to, if you're going to chalk one off for 3 days, you better be using that motherfucker, because you're going to go and it's like, hey, I'd like to rent this plane. I want to go down to Florida. It's like, okay, how long are you going to be flying it? Oh, like 6 hours. Well, I don't think so, because we could rent it for 18 hours if it stayed here. That kind of shit, right?
Yep.
So you rent an airplane, you take your girlfriend, you go away, and all of a sudden the weather gets shitty. Mackinac Island's a perfect example. 2-hour flight from Ann Arbor. You're up there and the weather's getting shitty. You're showing her where you're fucking Charles Lindbergh, you know, fucking the hell out of her, showing her what a great goddamn pilot you are. And all of a sudden, like, she wants to stay another day. And you're thinking, oh, yeah, you know, fuck her for another fucking 24 hours. Why not? And all of a sudden the weather gets bad. Now you got to have this airplane back. And if you don't, it's a big deal. Plus, she's got to go to work. You've got to go to work. This is what gets people killed. If you're rich and there's no deadline, you just stay in Mackinac until the fucking sun comes out. But when you're not,
but when
you're under pressure.
And you have to be at work, you're going to be like, I'm going to take this. I'm going to roll the dice.
Let me tell you, I know. Yeah, and there's all sorts of people in graveyards that just, because it's so much easier to try to chance it than it is do the right thing. Let me tell you, I never had it happen to me, but I had it come close to me. Let's say you're in Ann Arbor. You want to go down to Lexington for the weekend. You rent an airplane. You go down there. Weather goes to fucking shit. You got to be to work. She's got to be to work. You got to fucking rent a fucking car. You got to leave the airplane there. The flight school's pissed because they can't use it while it's there. They'll say they'll go down and get it for you for $2,500. It's like, no, can I just get it this week? Well, we don't want to wait that long. So the deck is stacked for you to get that goddamn thing back, because you got tons of bullshit to put up with if you don't. So you take off under conditions that you shouldn't, thinking it's going to work out for you. Know it, you smack into a fucking tree. You had JFK. Not only the sad thing about the JFK thing, I had that same airplane. He had the Saratoga, the retractable gear, Cherokee 6. I had the gear that was fixed down all the time. He didn't even know how to work the autopilot. JFK didn't even know how to work the autopilot. He had a fully functioning autopilot. If he'd have known how to work it, he could have just plugged that in and made it there safely. He didn't even know how to work the autopilot. That's exactly. He got disoriented. And let me tell you, if you get disoriented in the clouds, you just think, oh, yeah, you know, it's scary as fuck. It's like blindfolding you, turning you upside down and stuffing you in a fucking roller coaster. It's like, okay, well, tell me which way's level. You can't fucking do it. You get so fucked up. And even when you'll think up is down and down is up. I swear to God, man. I know it sounds crazy just talking here on a computer right now, but when you're actually experiencing it, it's scary as fuck. You don't believe your instrument.
You gotta hold your shit together.
No, that does not work. If you're not trained how to fly, that the odd big time against you. You will not believe it. You will not believe it. It'll take your. I guarantee you, that fucker thought he was going up and he was going down till the fucking wings came off. Happens all the time. They call it a graveyard spiral. Look it up. Before you know it, even though it is scary, you're just trying to you think it'd be easy. Just hold this motherfucker level. It's not.
What's your opinion on those paramotor things?
Dangerous as hell. Those chutes collapse, you're fucked. And a lot of people turn into quadriplegics and paraplegics where they pull you around on a parachute down in Miami Beach.
Yeah.
Super fucking dangerous. Anytime here's a good rule of thumb. Anytime you get outside of a certified airplane, another one that's demonstrated to fly, they've tested it, it's certified. You're taking your life in your own hands. Ultralights. Fuck yeah. Actually, ultralights, you look at those things, oh yeah, the engine quits, we'll just fucking, float down to earth. Bullshit. They are very drag intensive.
And you're coming down hard. You're coming down.
If you ever look at an ultralight that lost its engine, the motherfucker's like this. Because if you like this, you'll stall it out. It's got so much drag from those cables and this cheap wing. So, and if you look, cruise speed is about 5 miles an hour away from stall speed. So you're always on the edge if that engine isn't working, but killing yourself to begin with. Their glide ratio sucks.
That's like nothing when it comes to.
Yeah, it's hard to do though, man. I know.
Wow.
It's hard to do. It's hard to believe it. You don't fucking believe it.
Have you ever done that paramotoring thing? Like,
fuck no, I flew a bunch of ultralights because I was thinking of getting into those. I didn't like those either. It's not like what you're thinking. You get filthy dirty. It's super fucking noisy. It's anything but like sitting in an enclosed cockpit. They sell you on. I'm like, oh, who wouldn't like to just float over farmers' fields, see the cows, green grass, 1 gallon an hour. It only costs 20 grand instead of 200 grand. Yeah, it's fucking all false. Plus, they're dangerous. No, I flew a bunch of them.
I mean, I don't know anything about aviation, but they just look like a death trap to me.
They are. I mean, you can get away with it. There's guys that fly them forever, but there's a lot of guys that don't. And when you lose an engine on an ultralight, that motherfucker's coming down like a rock. It is not Mary Poppins.
If you had to pick, you just brought up having the fixed landing gear over the fold. I don't know the terminology.
Retractable
ones. What would you prefer if you had to pick?
Well, I mean, it depends. When you get up anything under 200 miles an hour, I don't think retractable gear makes a lot of sense. Over 200 miles an hour, it does. As an example, like I had a Cherokee 6. It's IO 540, 300 horse. It's the same thing John Kennedy had, except his was retractable. His was 2 knots faster. Plus, you got all sorts of extra fucking maintenance and problem. It just doesn't make sense. Until you're over about 200 miles an hour, drag doesn't really have the effect you think it would. It wouldn't. I mean, it's cool. Everybody likes retractable. You're pulling the wheels up and setting them down. It's fun. But under 200 miles an hour, I don't think it's worth the extra expense. Less mechanical. That's exactly right. No, I'll give you an example. Cessna 210. They had a weird. If you look at Cessna 210 taken off on YouTube, you'll see that weird collapsible gear. They had all sorts of fucking people fuck up in those things because that gear getting hung up, coming up and getting down. Yeah, I think it's a pain in the ass.
Flown one of those planes with the pontoon.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, super fun. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was in the Saratoga. Yeah, he was. Yep. Yeah, I did that. Seaplane. I thought it was fucking boring. It's just like hot air balloon. Actually, I had a fucking wedding present, a hot air balloon. I had a buddy of mine that was a commercial pilot. It just didn't interest me at all. Now, if I was down in Africa and we're flying over elephants and shit, yeah, that'd be fun. But just fucking around Flint, Michigan, or seeing Detroit from a balloon, fuck that. I just was like apprehensive. The wind's blowing your ass around. All you either do is like cut the flame or not. It just kind of scared me a little bit.
I don't blame you.
I mean, that's why you'll see most of those people, they play it safe. You'll be out in fucking Northville or Dexter, and it'll be no wind, and, not much is going to happen. You might land in a field you don't want to, but you're not going to be flying that motherfucker into some goddamn power lines accidentally. It's kind of benign where you're at. That's why they have them in Holly in Dexter and bumfucked Egypt because there's nothing to run into. All of a sudden, the wind crops up, you're fucked. I mean, and they've checked the weather and they've checked it 500 miles away and it's calm all the way to where you're at. You know, they keep it. But here, once in a while, you'll see where these things, you know, with 13 people in them get cooked like a Christmas turkey. Yeah, it was a Saratoga. Yeah.
Yep.
It's just, I don't like that idea of just turning a burner on and off and like wherever we go, we go. Now, if I was out in Kansas with fucking 300,000 hours of cornfield, who gives a fuck? But when I'm in fucking Northville and a wind crops up from the west and I'm heading into fucking Rochester,
there ain't much places to land.
No, I'm like, yeah. I mean, they do it, and it just didn't seem like, you know, it just seemed like not safe to me, which is probably ignorant, but I didn't want to fuck with them. I flew a bunch of ultralights. I went down one time to Lakeland and Sun and Fun, flew a bunch of them on floats and shit. It's like, it wasn't at all what I thought. Reminds me of my marriage. Fucking noisy, dirty, terrible glide ratio. Just the noise, man, even with the helmet on. You know, it just, I thought, fuck these things. And the motherfucker, it never really seemed like you were flying it. Like you got a stick, you're all over the goddamn place. You like go like this to turn right, and like 30 seconds later, it turns right. It just seemed like sloppy, spongy, like you were a human, like glued to a paper airplane.
That sounds
Jackson, Michigan. Yeah, and Holly has a big that hot air balloon. They're pretty. I like looking at them, the colors and shit. But as far as like riding, it didn't really interest me. I skydived for a long time. I got sick of that. Paramotors, nope. I know better. You know, it's risk management. I love motorcycles, man, but I had 2 friends get killed, and then I drove an ambulance for a year, and I thought, fuck these. That's probably why I'm talking to you. I'm not doing it. It's risk analysis, right? Flying safe if you abide by the rules. Skydiving safe if you abide by the rules. Riding a motorcycle is not.
Yeah, I love motorcycles.
Yeah, I do too. I'd have one now. Man. They're fucking great, but amongst the roads with cars, fuck that.
Yeah, they don't give a shit about you. I mean,
no, you'd have to be crazy to be on a motorcycle this day and age. And they're getting taken out more than ever.
And if you have something happen, it's usually not going to be good on you.
It's fucking terrible. I mean, you got to wear a seatbelt in the car, and here you are sitting on a seat doing 80 miles an hour.
And in Michigan, you don't even got to wear a helmet. I'm not saying that like that's going to save your life. I'm just saying like you know, you're pretty much saying, well, if something goes wrong, then that's kaput.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, general aviation's getting here just like it is in Europe. It's for the super rich, not for the average guy. Back when I got in flying, you could be a painter, a mailman, have your own plane. Not anymore.
Well, everything's getting for the super rich, and
it's nuts,
sad.
Man.
It's sad. It's sad that you know, even some. I know it sounds depressing, but even just food. It's like, man,
nuts.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, nuts. Now you go in and look at like a stack of apples. Now you used to be able to get a whole fucking bushel of them for fucking $5. Now one apple is like $1.80.
Yep.
And look at red meat's just insane. I just saw a thing on Canada. In a lot of the grocery stores, they're putting up those security cameras, the round ones that you usually see on ceilings.
Yep.
They're installing them in the meat departments of Canadian grocery stores because people are stealing so much meat.
Well, I have an argument with that because it's like, if you're hungry, I don't know what you're supposed to do.
I
don't know what you're supposed to do.
I'll tell you what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to take your bridge card and eat SpaghettiOs.
Yes, of course you're supposed to have a bridge card and all that kind of thing. But let's say you have a family or whatever, and you know.
No, you're fucked. Those prostitutes. There were a couple of those prostitutes that used to just shoplift crab legs. They dress nice and get a nice designer bag, and they go in and steal all the crab legs.
that's some fancy stuff right
Yeah,
there.
no, and they would sell them to restaurants.
Why not?
Yeah,
Why
right.
not?
No, I thought it was pretty good. It's better than they're fucking around stealing a pack of hot dogs.
Yep. Yeah. And when it comes to like, I always say this, when it comes to shelter and survival, and when I say survival, that comes with, food,
Yeah.
your brain starts to change when it comes to like,
Fuck
oh,
yeah.
would I do this or not? It's like, well, then again, what am I gonna do? Like, I need to eat. I need to have shelter. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's homeless people, but if you don't eat, you're gonna die.
Yeah. But you can eat, you can get by with like those prostitutes, man. I mean, I'm telling you, Becky and those, they've been eating fucking expired canned soup for fucking 10 years.
Oh yeah. Oh, trust me.
It's
When
crazy.
I
It's
was on the
crazy.
run, when
Yeah.
I was on my runs, I mean, I would eat once a week, if just
Yeah.
because it's like I don't even feel hunger. Like I don't even feel that. But
Yeah.
I'm saying for the normal person that's
Yeah.
maybe not doing that,
Yep.
and you got people that you need to take care of, it's
No, I get it,
hard.
man.
It's hard.
But they're getting now with cameras and shit. It's getting harder and harder. They've shut down Walmarts and places because of so much theft.
Well, yeah, because
There's two
like,
Walmarts I go to here. One's in Thompson, which is kind of ghetto, and one's in Madison, which is not. And the one they just redid in Thompson, you wouldn't believe all the bullshit you got to go through to check out, all the things you got to go through with cameras and shit because shoplifting was so bad there.
do you recommend shopping at Walmart? Like,
Is that a good
Fuck
place
yeah.
to go?
A good Walmart, yeah. It's soup to nuts on Walmart. You can go in one that's a fucking dive or one that's really nice, that's better prices than everybody.
okay,
You can always
okay.
tell Walmart. I'm surprised they haven't got called out on this. If you look at a Walmart in the middle to an upper middle income area, everything is completely different than in the ghetto. You go to the ghetto, you're not going to see anything organic. You're not going to see any prime meat. You're not going to see anywhere near the choices of sugar-free. And I'm surprised they haven't got their ass accused of poisoning the poor because it'd be pretty easy to prove.
Sad. It's sad. It's sad that like just because you can't afford to spend
No, I know.
a certain amount of money on your rent, that you got to eat whatever. Maybe Daisy had to be let out. I'm not a Walmart hater. I don't know about Walmart because
Yeah, it's good. If you go to a good one, like you go to a Walmart, let's say, you look at Walmart, man, they're smart, man. They don't want to fuck around with the ghetto. You look at Detroit finally talked them into build. That was Myers. They don't want to fuck there. They know their losses are high. They get sued for every person they arrest. It's like insurance companies writing in Atlanta and Detroit and Jackson, Mississippi. Every motherfucker in the world down there has been denied an insurance claim. They're hostile. They're pissed. They're broke. They sue at the drop of a fucking hat. So they don't. Walmart's smart enough to not go into places where they know it's a losing battle. Everything they do is wrong.
they know that it's going to be stolen, or
Right.
sorry, they know
Products are going to be stolen, and they know that
Yeah, that's it.
they know
No,
what
they
they're
don't fuck with-
dealing with.
No.
And
See, if you look in Detroit, Myers was able to strike a deal with Detroit. I bet they regret it too. Because all of a sudden you get some crazy liberal. Look, it's not because you're black, it's the culture in some of these areas, all right? But Myers eventually gets hoodwinked by Detroit to build some stores in Detroit because, disadvantaged groups don't have access to fucking fresh vegetables and all this fucking horse shit. I'll bet you money those Myers, and part of the deal was that the city of Detroit would have a full-time police officer in the parking lot at all times. Wow, isn't that fun, huh? But I'll bet you money they wish the fuck. Walmart says, fuck you, we're not going down there. We've got enough stores and enough places to realize that there's some places it's going to be nothing but trouble. No fucking Nobody's going to ever think we're going to do anything right. Everybody's going to sue us. We're going to get our ass handed to us in jury trials, and we just as soon not go there. Yeah, it's fucking true.
When you lived in Michigan, if you had to choose between Kroger, Meijer, or Walmart, where would you go?
Would depend. If it's a good Walmart, I'd go Walmart. Kroger's and Meijer. Wire's good. I'd put Kroger top notch quality, but you're not getting any deals there. You get fucked every day. Meijer is good, and then Walmart, and it would have to be a good Walmart. It'd have to be a Walmart like in Novi or Ann Arbor.
Yep.
You wouldn't want a fucking Walmart in Ecorse or one of those kind of places.
Because you feel like they're actually putting out shitty products just because of the area that.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Well, they know it. Nobody in the ghetto gives a fuck. Now, say, oh, you racist motherfucker. What are you saying this shit? Nobody in the ghetto, by and large, I'm talking statistically, there are always exceptions, gives a fuck about organic anything.
Well,
What you want to do down there is you want to stock up on the energy. No, you want to stock up on the fucking energy drinks and those skinny little cigars. Make sure you got lottery and cheap fucking hot dogs.
Yep.
Just the fucking way it is.
It's the way it is, and
you think a motherfucker in Delray gives a fuck about brown rice?
No.
Yeah, right. Same with buffets. It's an entirely different group of clientele. You got some motherfucker comes in there for $23, hasn't eaten in 3 days, wants to make sure he gets his money's worth. Oh, fuck yeah. I mean, this is where the tide was turning for. I'm not saying that, poor people shouldn't get a break or you try to work with them, whatever, but it just got out of fucking hand. We were so close to this, the government forcing places to like build businesses in areas they knew where they're never going to make a fucking dime. Yeah, it's fucking terrible. It's like, oh, you racist motherfucker. No, I'm not racist. I just, this is a for profit. You ever heard of capitalism? I mean, we do, we don't want to put that's why Walmart, they've been instructed to no confrontation. You don't subdue anybody. It's not worth getting killed.
They have the cameras in the parking lot that will just trace you until you, commit enough crime that they will subpoena you, and then that's it. It is what it is. I mean, there's no point of chasing someone out of the store saying drop it, because they can turn around and
killed.
Shoot you with a fucking gun, and it's like, I know it sounds ridiculous to say, but that's real. I mean,
no, but it just like back in the day, you couldn't buy that shit on food stamps. You couldn't buy pop and chips and shit. Now, of course, you can. You know why? I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because that got some fucking liberal elected.
Well, you can buy energy drinks with EBT.
Yeah.
No,
what? That's because when you're running for office in Detroit and you got a bunch of people that eat all that shit that are 100 pounds overweight, they're not going to vote for your ass. But you go on TV and it's like, I think it's wrong that our people are getting deprived of the snacks that successful people have and it's just immoral that they can't enjoy the fucking Red Bulls and the high-fat chips and the hot dogs and the cigarettes like people that have jobs have. Well, you vote for the motherfuckers.
You can buy cigarettes with EBT?
I don't know. I wouldn't surprise me.
It wouldn't surprise me either, but God damn.
And look at it this way. You can buy cigarettes with EBT in the sense that you spend all the EBT money on bullshit you shouldn't be buying anyway, which is why you have money for cigarettes.
Yeah, and then there's the whole scam where people sell their EBT.
Oh, fuck yeah. You must be talking about the Arabs.
I'm not going to name any cultures, but...
Well, just go check the court records, the public records, and see who's getting busted for it most of the time.
Yep. You can go in there and slide your EBT card. They ring you up for 6 bags of chips, and you got your pack of smokes.
Oh, yeah. Or you can go to a place like Minneapolis and find 2 semi-trailers full of Red Bull that was paid for through Medicaid.
Don't get
Fucking
me
nuts.
wrong. I think that people should have help if they need it. I mean, of course, I believe that.
Yeah, but part of
they should.
the fucking reason they need it's because they're fucking drug addicts, alcoholics, and they never had a job.
Yep, yep. And they also are not willing to do what it takes to,
No.
you know,
No.
do.
And politicians are smart enough to appeal to these people to get their vote.
Yep, because they hear on TV, oh, we're gonna let you buy Red
Yeah.
Bulls with
Yeah.
EVP, and I know that's, I'm just like generalizing, and they're like, you know what, I'm voting for him or her or whatever.
No. But it was going to get a lot worse before it was going to get a lot better. I'll tell you that. People are just fucking tired of it. I mean, you're always going to get abuse, but we were getting stuff sanctioned, legislated to encourage this fucking horse shit.
Yep.
I mean, prison is for fucking punishment. It's not to get your sex changed, paid for by the taxpayers.
But look what today we deal with. You go into
It's
prison
fucking nuts,
and you
man.
say that you
But
want
see-
to become this or that. They will say, you know what, we're going to take the tax funds or
No, but
the
see,
tax
through-
money. Go ahead.
Yeah. Through a focus group, Kamala Harris realized that she was going to get more votes by allowing people in prisons to get their sex changed, paid for by taxpayers. That's why she said it, because it was fringe. She needed as many votes and had to come up with as much crazy shit as she could think of to get people to vote for her. And that was one of them, which just sounds nuts. As it ended up, it bit her in the ass, but it sounded pretty good at the time. Same with Bernie Sanders. That crazy motherfucker doesn't want anybody to pay for college, don't pay rent, don't pay for front. How about this nut job in New York? No, he doesn't think rent should be increased, even though everything in the landlord was increased.
But I know Maldani or whatever. I can't think of
Yeah.
whatever.
That's not going to work. It's going to be interesting to see how it manifests itself.
Yeah.
Because he's another lunatic. But I suspect that this guy is a wolf in sheep's clothing. I think he knew what he needed to say to get elected. Now he's not going to do it, which is why him and Trump are buddy now.
I think a lot of them are, like, they know what to say, like, during the time when they need to get elected. And then when they get elected, they're like, fuck you, and fuck your beliefs and all that stuff.
That's it.
And I don't know. And with, like, where we're at right now, have you been, like, keeping up with, like, geopolitics, with, like, what's going on with the world and stuff?
Yeah.
I can't believe, that we're so gung-ho to be supporting Israel, and, there's people starving on the street in our country. I'm not saying that they can't go,
It's always been that way. You have to get along with these people. I mean, that's not going away.
Oh no, it's never going away. But my point is that, like, when we're sending $87 million to the Taliban a week, like, why can't you put that into a city for?
Yeah, but I don't think we're sending money to the Taliban.
We are.
What money would that be? And the Taliban's not Israel by and large.
No. I'm not. I know that, but I'm saying like, with how he went and fought them. I know they've been Al Qaeda, ISIS, yada yada yada, all different names, all different sects. But yeah, we send $87 million a week to the Taliban, and I just wonder,
I don't think that's true.
Okay, I mean, I respect your opinion and everything like that, but it's wild. If it is true,
I think they're supporting Israel, but that's part of the NATO deal, which I don't have a problem with. I mean, if you've got to make a decision on this, and you're going to, if you're going to look at what the Arabs and their track record and their history compared to the Jews, I think it's a no-brainer.
Okay.
I definitely support Israel, 100%. it's been going on too long. If you don't, you know what's going to happen. But I would say it's not perfect, but I don't have a problem with it. But the Taliban, they're not sending 87 million. I promise you they're not.
Okay. I'm not gonna argue. I'm just saying that's what I've heard.
Yeah, I don't believe it. I mean,
That's
I'll give you an example. There was a guy I knew that was Lebanese in Detroit. This shows you how this Debbie Stabenow, who's a fucking cunt and a half, a politician down near Detroit. She's big anti-Arab, hates fucking Dearborn. And there was a guy named Talil Shaheen, Chahine. Good guy, gave a lot of money. He ended up getting charged with income tax evasion, but they tried to get him with being a supporter of the fucking Taliban, which is bullshit. He's a good guy, and sure enough, he never got charged with any of that. Why? Because there was no fucking evidence. But that Debbie Stabenow had got the old marketing ban rolling and convinced everybody that this guy was supporting terrorism when he wasn't. What he did do was donate money to orphanages where some of the kids in those orphanages happened to be kids that were left over from their terrorist parents getting killed. That's not supporting terrorism. And the government never charged him with that. You can look him up, Talil Shaheen. But that's just a perfect example of how people will buy into things that aren't true. It's not true. He's not there.
And I guess, like I said, I try not to overdose on the whole like geopolitical stuff, but like I just hear some things and I'm like, I just can't believe it. And maybe I am tricked by some of the reporting, but I just when I hear things like that, I just don't understand why we're not helping Americans.
Yeah, it's just part of this foreign aid. It's always like that. You know what? You could give 10 trillion to the money to support the causes here that you think need funding, and it'd just be another 10 trillion out the fucking doors. Getting along globally is just the way it is. It doesn't make sense that you give on a rudimentary level, that you give money that you think you could use here to other places, but it's different. You know, your connections and political interest and belonging to NATO is different than dumping another $87 million into food stamps that are just going to go pissed out the window.
Yeah.
You know, it's not really a fair analysis. This is the way the world works. Foreign policy, foreign aid. You aren't going to have any access to that 87 million anyway. It's not like they took it out of your future Social Security. I mean, look at if you want to worry about something, worry about the fucking debt we're in.
That's very true.
And that's not giving it to anybody. It's, accruing it here. That's the fucking scary thing.
Very true.
Yeah, that's a good question on that. Yeah, and I'm not really sure on that. Well, I think that, Ronald Reagan did this with Grenada, Desert Storm, all these things. You get the marketing ban rolling, you perceive a legitimate threat, and you try and blow them out of the water. Obviously, they didn't find any uranium in fucking Iran, which is they claimed why they bombed him to begin with. Now it was supposedly a conspiracy theory, and they were going to try and assassinate Trump. But, the lines are blurred in a lot of this all the time. I mean, overall, I think it's pretty easy to ascertain that Iranians and Ayatollah Khomeini was not a good person. So even if they made a mistake, it isn't like they killed fucking Mother Teresa. This guy's been a fucking terrorist his whole fucking life.
And trying to build nukes to threaten or.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you look at the stability of those countries in general, I mean, if you were the United States and you knew how they do things, they kill their own fucking citizens for fucking nothing. You think if they had fucking a huge nuclear arsenal, they wouldn't? There's a million of those fucking people that like to fucking push that button and take out Trump and everybody else with them. So if you did have intelligence and you knew that they were concocting something like that, and even if it's a mistake, it's better than to let these fucking wackos have free reign over being able to take you out with a push of a button. I'm all for it. It's not perfect. Could be wrong too, but they've done enough fucked up shit
to convince me they're bad people, and I wouldn't doubt. And they're fucking lied during my entire lifetime about everything. Look at all their own people they kill for nothing. They're fucking crazy.
Nothing. Yeah.
I mean, you look at Saddam Hussein and Gaddafi, both of them. Everybody realized after they were killed, the United States, waved a wand, got everybody to. It's pretty impressive when you can get a country's own citizens to kill them based on what you said to people. But they realized after that, Saddam Hussein and Khomeini as well, that once they killed those two wackos, that all bets were off with these crazy Arabs over there, that they realized how in check they kept those nut jobs when those two guys were alive. Libya's been worse ever since. Gaddafi. Iran's going to get better. Yeah, I mean, what I do have a problem with is trying to take democracy and plug it in over there. It's just not fucking happening.
They have no interest in our way of life.
Yeah, no, it's not going to happen. But I think, they're smart enough to realize that if these guys ever had the wherewithal to wipe us off the fucking face of the earth, they'd do it. And if it's through false claims that they had nuclear weapons that they were lying about, well, it's not a perfect science. There's always going to be an interpolation of, you look at their history, you look at what they'd like to do, and even if they didn't find it there, I don't have a problem with it. War sucks. It's dirty. It's not like people are meeting at the 50-yard line. There's always going to be things that weren't like you thought they were. But this isn't like they're bombing a bunch of good people innocently.
Yeah.
You got like the worst guy in the world calling the shots, Trump. But I still think we're in a better position now than if he wasn't in office. I mean, he's crazy.
When
He's
Biden was in office, it was wild. That was off the charts wild because, I mean, that dude, I don't even know if he was all there.
Yeah. No, it's nuts. Well, I think I'm going to sign off here, you guys. I hope you guys have a good day today.
Yeah, are you gonna go live tonight? Or
yeah, I never know if I am or not, because sometimes I actually fucking start trying to get something done. I don't, but I probably won't because I did one today, but I might. I don't want to bullshit you.
Well, that's okay. I mean, all good if you do. If you don't, whatever. I'll talk to you later.
Hey, good to see you.
You too, Tom, and I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, take care. Have a good day.
You too.
Go look at the ice floating down the river.
Hey, I should go do that. Take some fucking pictures.
Yeah, I miss that. It's one thing I do miss.
Yeah.
Plus, it makes a cool sound too.
I know it does. It's not like anything you can pull up on YouTube. It's just natural Mother Nature sound.
Yeah, all right. We'll talk to you later. See you, James. See
Yeah,
you, Chris.
You too, Tom.
Bye, Larry. You guys party on, rock on, kick it. Let's rock it. Go to the strip club, Larry. All right, take care.